And welcome. You're watching Tahanos Baseball here on EP Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos, joined alongside Ace Acosta, Hardy in the house as well. The Tejanos are taking on New Mexico Military Institute, the Broncos of New Mexico Military Institute. This is a four-game series, the final of 4 games, about to be underway here. Earlier, the Tejanos were victorious. They run-ruled the Broncos by a score of 16-6. It was a ball game heading into the final inning of play, which was the 5th inning. However, the walks and the hits batters really cost the game for the Broncos. Broncos struggled on the mound in the 5th inning, and the Tejanos were able to pull out the victory. However, yesterday, the Broncos won Game 1 by the score of 10-7. Then they won a tight one in Game 2 of yesterday's doubleheader by the score of 9-8. Coming up now for the Tejanos, the pitcher for this game. And I did not write that name down. Number 15, Brandon Gomez. Gomez has been on the mound multiple times for the Tejanos. Let me get you his official numbers heading into this weekend. Brandon Gomez, again, is a local of El Paso, Texas. He's a freshman, listed at 5 foot. I don't think that's correct, however. He has a 3.86 ERA, 3-0 record in 4 appearances. And he started twice. This will be his 3rd start. Thrown 7 innings total. Again, 3-0 record. Very, very efficient. And again, only giving up 3 earned runs so far on the season with 8 strikeouts. So again, you're watching Tahanos Baseball here on EP Sports Network. Don't forget to check out our website, epsportsnetwork1.com. Again, epsportsnetwork1.com. Also check out all the photos on Instagram. Again, their Instagram page is at epsportsnet. And if you're watching anywhere around the world, let us know and we'll give you a shout out. For example, shout out to Miss Karen Dunkel watching in Colorado, her grandson Cole Dunkel's on the NMMI team. So again, let us know where you're watching at. And here's the final game of this 4-game series. Again, the Tahanos trying to tie it up as NMMI currently leads the series 2-1. And the Tahanos ruled the Broncos in this first of 2 games today. A beautiful day at the ballpark, Ace.
Well, somebody whistling like you. First pitch out there for a ball.
It's exciting. What can you say? Again, you're watching Tahanos Baseball here on EP Sports Network. We are underway here. Brandon Gomez on the mound. There's a hit ball, foul, out of play.
And Jaina, is that the music department that's selling the concession stands? Shout out to the music department. They had they didn't have Dr. Pepper, but they did have Wild Cherry Pepsi. EPCC Music Society.
EPCC Music Society, again, come on out to the ballpark if you're nearby. This is a 9-inning game, scheduled for 9 innings here. Here we are in El Paso, Texas. Again, it was windy earlier. It's pretty windy still right now. The flags are going straight out left field. Hit ball foul. The temperature has risen to 67 degrees. There it is. If my students are listening, they know what I'm doing right now. As anytime I hear it, I will respond. Gusting up to about 17 miles an hour. I believe it's probably getting up to 20 miles an hour, I would assume. Here comes the pitch by Gomez. Hit ball, left field, grounder out there. It's a single for the leadoff hitter, Kim.
Kim getting on base after catching 3 straight games, just comes into DH here for game number 4 here, Eddie.
He had a double in the game earlier today. He also scored. Again, the Broncos fell 16-6 in that first game. Now Rivera Colon, the shortstop, is up to the plate for the Broncos.
And Gomez gets the sign from Mulvale. I can't even say his name right. Excuse me. That's going to be hit right up towards him.
The dribbler tags out the runner. That's going to be a double play 4-3, and then unfortunately the first baseman for the Tejanos, Irvin Duarte, I guess he got stepped on as the runner, Rivera Colon, hustling down the line. I didn't exactly see exactly what happened, but the way he came up, I assumed that he got stepped on there. And again, that was a very nice double play by the second baseman, Sal Rocha, to tag out the runner, then throw over to first for the out. Coach Susie walking over to the first base umpire, asking for some clarification.
Tahanos already down. A first baseman, Gus Kane, suffering that injury earlier in the season. Duarte coming in here.
Duarte really stepped up very nicely for the Tejanos again with the injury to Gus Kane. Gus Kane was an integral part of the offense, but Duarte really has stepped up and done everything he can to help his team out.
Again, trivia question here by Dana for the Bubba's 33 free pizza coupon. Who is the military base Fort Bliss named after?
He wants the rank as well.
He wants the rank. I'm going to say general.
Sergeant Major. That's the only term I know right now.
And that's because he's sitting right next to you over here.
Exactly. So now we got to the plate now. Shin, second baseman. There are two outs here in this top of the first. Brandon Gomez on the mound. Here comes a pitch by Gomez. Very nice pitch. Just misses though.
Again, beautiful day here. Saturday afternoon baseball now. Yeah, we'll be back next week as the Tahanas are back in action against Odessa College. That will be a Saturday doubleheader.
Lots of sports going on in the borderland. I know you're going to Locomotive tonight. 2-0 count here, 2 outs. Shin at the plate. Takes a ball there.
3 straight balls there. Yeah, going to watch Coach's favorite sport, soccer.
That's right. It is his favorite. Locomotive in town. Make sure to check them out if you ever get a chance to. It's always a fun atmosphere over there, Ace.
Just playing, Coach. Just playing. Hopefully, Coach Tony Gravo will be back with us next week.
Strike there. Brandon Gomez, 3-1 now. Rhinos are in town, I believe, as well. They're tonight about 7 o'clock. Rhinos is always fun. The Hanos are in town, of course. 3-1 count here, 2 outs. Brandon Gomez and gives up a walk there. Shin gets on after a walk.
Batting number 37, the right fielder, Maldonado.
So Shin getting on base again for...
Maldonado comes to the plate now for Nimi Misael Maldonado Baez.
That one is complete name.
That one's in there for the ball. It was Colonel William... Lieutenant Colonel William Bliss. William W.S. Bliss.
Wow.
That's a long one.
That is. Lieutenant Colonel, you said, right?
Lieutenant Colonel William W.
Gomez throws a strike there. Really nice pitch.
Short for Fort Bliss. There we go. 0-1 the count here. Shout out to all those active duty service members and veterans.
Swung foul, out of play now.
As I was told that being a no-limit soldier does not qualify.
That does not. It was a jersey retirement today over at UTEP softball. Chelsea Troop. They retired her jersey today.
0-0 if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
That ball's going to be popped up.
There's a chance for the catcher. It's a tough one. And it hits right on top of us. That would have hit me in the head.
Oh, it's right in front
Hey,
of you.
it came down. That's a first.
course, it's sport.
That is a first. That is a first. And to let people know, the windows do not open up here in this press box, but at Southwest University Park, they do. And a few years ago, a certain foul ball was hit in the direction to the press box, and you saved Mr. Knight's life there by catching that ball.
I even have video proof of that. It's on my Snapchat memories. There's a pitch. It's a hit ball, right center field. Center fielder tracking it. It's down for a base hit. The Broncos are the first to get a base hit today, and that'll be a stand-up double for Maldonado Baez.
Again, so Eddie is showing the reaction speed with his hands, catching that as those windows were open.
Last year, we were waiting day after day. We'll talk about that as Yepes comes to the plate. Again, Javier Yepes Galindo. He had a bomba in the fourth inning of this previous game. Yepes Galindo playing third base today. There are 2 outs right now. 2 runners on board with Brandon Gomez on the mound still. Here's a pitch by Gomez. Nice pitch. Just misses low. But again, we're waiting. There were so many times where the ball just didn't make it quite through the window. Was teasing us all year long. So I believe now that this is the year that we get another foul ball through the window over at Southwest University Ballpark. There's a pitch there by Gomez. Nice pitch there for a strike.
Make sure you have your eyes on the field, making sure.
At all times. There's one piece of advice I will give to every baseball fan out there. Make sure you're paying attention. You just never know. 1-1 count here, 2 outs.
That one's high. Ball 2.
There is an update for UTEP men's basketball. At halftime, Jack State leads over UTEP 32-29.
Close game there. Not sure what the standings are. The Miners, what they got to do.
I do know that they do have to win to have any kind of chance. There's a swing and a miss there. Nice pitch by Gomez. I do know they have to win. If they don't win, they have 0 chance. But I do know if they win, they need a couple or one team or 2 teams to lose as well.
So 2 across the board here in the bottom of the top of the first inning. I'm sorry, getting ahead of myself.
Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And there's also 2 hits on the board for the Broncos.
Yeah, New Mexico Military Institute leads the series 2-1. Tahanos trying to even it up here in this 4-game series.
This is a wild pitch here coming from Gomez. Gets him to foul it off once again.
Vamos, vamos, as you heard there, the fans in attendance. And great turnout here at Sergeant Major Eisnega Field for this Saturday afternoon doubleheader.
This is wild once again here for Brandon Gomez. Gomez comes set. Nobody holding the runner on third. Swung on, hit ball. It's high in the air. It's going. It's going. Bomba for the Broncos. 3-run shot for Yepes. And that's his second of the day. Yepes Galindo. He had one in the 4th inning earlier. It was a 2-run shot. This time he gets 3 runs to score for his team. Really great looking swing there by Yepes Galindo. 3-run shot once again there. Brandon Gomez, the pitcher for the Tejanos.
Again, Bomba City there starting out for the Broncos.
Hits the batter there. Cho, the center fielder, gets on base right after a bomba. Brandon Gomez approaches the battery and showcasing some sportsmanship there. Wanted to make him, I guess make sure that he knew that that was unintentional. Because sometimes after giving up a home run, right, in baseball, sometimes it could be intentional. And that one was very much unintentional.
Especially very early on here, as we are still in the first inning. That's going to bring number 11, Waljan Chow. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's going to be number 35. I'm sorry. Chow is the one that got hit by the pitch.
Yes, he got hit. So we got Joan, the first baseman, coming up to the plate now for the Broncos.
Even with this technology, Eddie, I still struggle here.
Here comes a pitch by Gomez. It's a foul. Me, on the other hand, I prefer my old school paper book as an official score myself. I will always stick to the old school on the baseball side of things. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. It's a 3-0 ball game. The Broncos lead here in the top of the first inning. Outside for a ball.
Already seen action in the bullpen for the Tahanos. So I try to get that here. That is number...
Your view is blocked there, it looks like.
Number 28 for the Tahanos warming up.
1-1 count there, throw over, gets him back there. 28 is Martel once again, the sophomore out of Puerto Rico. Starting in a couple minutes, the New Mexico State men's basketball team, and we'll get underway here. They got a win to stay in. When I say they got a win to stay in, I mean they're for the conference tournament. There's a ball there. 2-1 count.
You can hear the wind picking up there on the crowd mic. And some crickets, maybe?
Heard that. 2-1 here. High again for another ball. 3-1 now is the count. 67 degrees again. It says that the winds are gusting up to 17, but I think it's a lot more than that. Probably closer to 20 to 25 miles an hour.
According to meteorologist Morelos there.
Don't call me Doppler Dave, whatever you do.
Gomez looks ready with the pitch. Finds that outside corner.
Very nice pitch there. Exactly where he wanted it.
And looking to speed things up, I'm guessing. He's waving towards Lave to let's go.
Full count here. Runner will be going. And he does. It's a dribbler. Foul.
Just outside that plate, hitting the base bag. Or missing the base bag, I'm sorry. Still full count here for Jean.
You were mentioning earlier about Burgess. They made it, you said the Elite 8, correct?
Yes, sir. They were 1 win away from the Final Four in San Antonio.
Nice run there. Shout out to Felix Chavez, our good friend from the El Paso Times, giving us history as always on X. I'll mention that here in a bit. Here's the pitch. Popped up into the air. Will it stay in play? Out of play. Some great names out of Burgess High School. And again, the courtesy of Felix Chavez include Tristan Newton, Gus Bailey, Juwan Newton as well. The Jones brothers, Aaron and Alvin Jones, and Bryce Simmons, just to name a few. And Felix always feeding us with great historical facts.
That ball's going to be hit hard there. Will drop.
Takes
Runners.
a big hop there, Ace.
Runners on the corners now for the Broncos. As we look here to see. Nope, looks like Susi is still staying in the dugout.
I think he wants Gomez to try to get out of this inning to save an inning on the pitchers. Because this could probably be a kind of a Johnny Allstaff kind of afternoon here as number 32, Holloway, the catcher, comes to the plate.
You didn't say his first name. Good name here for Mr. Holloway, Cinco Holloway.
I like it.
Like Chad Ochocinco. And Holloway takes that first pitch in there for a strike. That one's in the dirt. Runner will advance to second.
Thought about throwing.
Rough slide there.
That was almost a scorpion.
Yeah, not what you want to do there, Mr. Jean. He does get to second, though. 1-1 the count. It's not dirt. It's carpet out there.
Yeah. Gomez still on the mound, trying to get out of this with 2 outs here. Swung on and missed. Very nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Three-zero ball game. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs here. Gomez comes set. Here comes the pitch by Gomez.
It'll be hard there to Tavares. Tavares will get it. Make the throw. 3 runs do score here in the top of the first as we move to the bottom of the second. You're watching Tahanos baseball right here on EP Sports Network.
El Paso Community College has awarded more than 100,000 diplomas. But what does that really mean?
It means more technicians in high-demand, well-paying jobs.
More people to help you get better.
More expression of beauty in our community.
More understanding of life.
More flavor.
EPCC has helped our community to achieve their dreams more than 100,000 times. Shouldn't you be next? You belong at EPCC. Enroll today.
Welcome back. You're watching Tahanos Baseball here on EP Sports Network. March Madness is starting up. We are in March. However, save the date for July 10th through the 12th as the JD 3-on-3 basketball tournament will be back in action in Lordsburg, New Mexico. I want to say this is the 15th annual ACE, where it's a 3-on-3 fundraiser to promote suicide awareness and suicide prevention, as it's in honor of one of my cousins who unfortunately took his own life, and now we want to make sure that everyone is aware of mental health awareness, suicide awareness, things like that. And we started off with 35 teams many years ago. We've grown it to over 130 teams now, year in and year out. You've seen it yourself, Ace. It's a lot of fun, a whole fun-filled weekend of 3-on-3 basketball in the metropolis of Lordsburg, New Mexico.
And not just that, there, like you said, with your paper score sheets, your cousin does all the brackets by hand.
We were talking about that this morning because there was a big
Jesse,
mix-up.
they have the whole wall with paper up there hand by hand.
And we were talking about that because there was mistakes made in the New Mexico State basketball tournament, and they don't do it all by hand. They do it all technology, but there was mistakes made, and I said, shout out to DJ Salcedo for always doing his tournaments by hand.
By hand. Coming up to bat here, leading off for the Tejanos will be the shortstop, number 14, Chris Tavares. Whoops, sorry. That's what I get for not looking at my digital tablet here. The memory is not all that good. I'm going to blame the Wild Cherry Pepsi instead of my Dr. Pepper.
Okay. 3-0 ball game. Again, Broncos jumped all over it there and scored 3 consecutive runs, which were all brought in by Yepes on a bomba to right field.
Again, Tahanos down again here in this game 4. A pitch in there for a strike.
Tavares is looking for his first hit of the day. He got on twice with 2 walks in the game earlier, scored once, but is looking for a base hit now.
And I'm talking to Coach Susi earlier before the season started. He did want his team to experience some tough, non-conference play, because when it comes conference time, you need those trials there to prepare yourself.
Tavares, a 389 hitter, has 18 RBIs coming into the weekend. Also has 15 walks coming into the weekend and added 2 more in the previous game there. 2-2 count now. Pitch coming. Outside and high for a ball.
Again, we did not mention. Did you mention Trevor Johnson pitching for the Broncos? 9.92 ERA. Giving up 6 walks, but 16 strikeouts.
There's another one for him right there. Tahanos goes down swinging. Got really fooled on that pitch.
16 innings pitched for Johnson.
Bringing up Miguel Maldonado. He came into the weekend hitting 386. Pitch outside for a ball.
Batting number 19, the third baseman, Maldonado.
Got a lot of community service functions coming up. We'll have the Run for Raiden happening virtual 5K. That one in there for a strike to help raise awareness and funds for ultra rare disease research. My good friend Tommy and Linda, their son Raiden, battling UBA5 genetic disorder. In there for a strike. But good news there, teaming up with the University of UMass, they have got some FDA approval and they are going to start human testing now on this. So good advancements here. Stay tuned as that ball is hit right up the middle towards the pitcher.
Maldonado there with a base hit right up the middle. That, just like you said, pitcher scoots out of the way. Doesn't want to get hit in the shin there. Agreeably so. Sal Rocha, the second baseman, now coming to the plate for the Tejanos.
And we'll be raising funds for ultra rare disease research. We'll have some auction items there. Maybe a chromatic Game Boy style giveaway, some autograph merch as well. So stay tuned. Visit epsportsnetwork1.com. Click under the Artie's Community Corner tab there, and you can see all the community service events listed, like the JD 3-on-3 tournament, the Sisters in the Fight Against Breast Cancer golf tournament happening May 4th. May the 4th be with you for that one as well.
Nice pitch in there for a strike. May 4th, always one of my favorite days because typically there's a baseball game and it's always a nice event down at Southwest University Ballpark with all the characters of Star Wars visiting the ballpark. Just throw over to first. Oh, it's close. In there, get back in there on time safely.
There won't be a game that day because it is on a Monday, and I believe that's a travel day for AAA baseball.
You are correct. So not this year, but who knows? Maybe they'll do it on another day. They typically have a Star Wars day.
Yep, they will. And that one's going to be hit. Going back towards center for the out. 2 outs now for the Tahanos.
Joe makes the catch there for the Broncos. Coming up to bat now is Irvin Duarte, the first baseman for the Tahanos.
Said had some issues there on that play from the double play with his ankle. We will see if everything is all right.
Batting first baseman, number 42, Irvin Duarte.
Fouls one off there. Irvin Duarte had a single in the first inning of today's first game. Walked in the third, singled again in the fifth, and again in the sixth. So he's having himself a pretty good day so far. Takes the ball there, but again, you mentioned he was stepped on while making a play in the top of this inning here, and he's back out there playing, so my assumption is he's A-OK.
A-OK here, bottom of the first. That pitch is going to be hit hard towards the middle. Getting it, rounding out, getting a little bit too far, but makes it back is going to be Miguel Maldonado.
So Irvin Duarte continues his hit parade as he picks up a single there. And 2 runners on now for the Tejanos. Coming up to the plate now is designated hitter Johnny Mesa.
Mesa looking to get that hit after taking some walks and getting actually hit by a pitch in this series. Been swinging the bat really great. Had a 8-game hitting streak. Came to end in game number 2. And takes that first pitch in there for a strike.
Johnny Mesa, though, in the previous game, he scored 3 times. Like you mentioned, he walked once, got hit by a pitch once. He had a fielder's choice and scored every time that he got on.
That one's going to be hit out there towards right, back towards the wall. Will hit the wall. 1 run will score. Helmet flies off there by Is that number?
That's Irvin Duarte scoring all the way from first. Nice hustle play there. And it's a double for Johnny Mesa, I think.
Yes, he is there. And like you said, gets the streak back.
Miguel Maldonado scored from second. Irvin Duarte, like I said, hustling all the way around from first, throwing his helmet off there, making sure he gets there on time. And it's a 3-2 ball game now in favor of the Broncos. Now at the plate is left fielder number 22, Orlando Samaniego.
Samaniego looking here to maybe tie this up or take the lead with one swing at the bat.
2 outs.
Oh, gotta be careful there. Thought he might have been going forward, but nope.
Turns around. Make sure to check the runner there. So Maniego would like to add to his RBI count. Swings on that one. Foul out of play.
Tahanos being tested early on here. Starting pitcher Brandon Gomez giving up 3 runs in the top of the first. Trevor Johnson here sees 2 runs of his own being given up. That pitch is in there for a ball. 2-2 the count now to Samaniego. 2s across the board, Mr. Morelos.
Deuce is wild, as Coach Grijalva typically likes to say. 3-2 ball game here. There's a pitch swung on. Strikeout swinging. They'll throw it over. Get him out there. 3-2 ball game. Tahanos trail by 1. We'll be back after these messages.
Again, welcome back here to Sergeant Major Eisnega Field. I'd like to let you know that Clearview Realty has your realtor for you. This game break is brought to you by Marianne Ayub. Step up to the plate with someone you can trust. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, call Marianne. She's here to help with first-time buyers. Call her at 915-920-8060 or scan the QR code that you see on the screen, because who you work with matters. So call Marianne again at 915-920-8060. Marianne Ayu, Clearview Realty.
Shout out to Marianne Ayu partnering with us here at EP Sports Network. Thank you so much, Miss Marianne, for your support. 3-2 ball game. The New Mexico Military Institute currently leads over El Paso Community College here in the top of the second inning, with Brandon Gomez getting back onto the mound.
Pitch hit hard for a foul.
Bamberger, the left fielder for the Broncos, is currently at the plate. Earlier, he flew out to right field. He also singled and scored in the 5th inning for his team. Here comes the next pitch by Gomez. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes.
Hard to hit that baseball, Mr. Eddie. A lot of people say it's not as hard, but then you talk to the greats and they say that's the hardest thing to do. Hearing Coach Prime said that was one of the hardest things, hit that curve.
Another pitch foul, and that's one of the things that gets me, Ace, with all the arguments about the steroid stuff and all that. You know what I mean? I do, yes, steroids probably give you more power and all, but
still gotta hit it.
Still gotta touch that ball, and to even touch it is hard.
Still gotta hit it. Again here, 0-2 count. Allen's in the dirt for a ball. Got to see that interview of the pivot where they talked to Ken Griffey Jr. They're talking about, football and baseball, and he's all, yeah, a lot of guys, you guys went to stay into football when that ball went like this.
Yeah. 1-2 count here. Gomez on the mound still for the Tejanos. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and miss. Nice strike out there for Gomez. Bamberger goes down swinging.
Out number one. He's like, yeah, you guys are tough. He's all, but standing there in C97.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing about it, too. If you got to be brave enough to even step into the box, and coming into the box now is the top of the lineup, the designated hitter, Kim.
I would love to have seen with the cameras that we have now when Nolan Ryan was pitching. Because you hear the stories where that ball turned into an aspirin.
Oh, yeah. Again, the bravery, the courage that it takes to even step in and face those kind of pitchers, right? The Roger Clemens of the world and so on and so forth.
Ask that pigeon about Randy Johnson.
Exactly.
That ball's hit again for strike number 2 for a foul.
And that was a moving target, right? The pigeon coming across the way. And
Never,
and all of a sudden,
ever going to see that again.
And that poor pigeon just wrong place at the wrong time.
If I'm not mistaken, the Pigeons have filed a grievance against Mr. Johnson there and have their own counsel.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch by Gomez. It just misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, 1 out as Bramberger went down swinging. Score is 3-2 in favor of New Mexico Military Institute.
Gomez with the pitch. Again, fouled off for another souvenir. As you see right there to your left, there was one right there by my truck this morning, Eddie. See right there by your Red Bull, Ken, the baseball?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Another baseball souvenir here at the ballpark. Here comes a pitch by Gomez. And foul again there.
We're going to have to ask Sean. He got one of the balls signed in Korean.
Oh, wow.
Out there. Right, Sean?
You hit a ball signed in Korean. And he's showing us the ball now. Oh, look at that. How awesome is it? Look at that. That is really cool. Maybe we'll get a picture of that, show it on our Instagram or something later on. 2-2 count here.
No, Sean has.
Oh, that's right. I saw that one.
A nice gesture there by the Koreans, signing the ball in Korean. Again, if you're watching from Korea, let us know. The chopper. Second baseman throws it over. Rocha with an out there. 2 outs now here in the second inning.
Coming up to bat now for the Broncos, number 13. That is Yoic Rivera Colon.
Batting number 13, Rivera.
He grounded out into a double play in the first inning. Rivera Colon also had a single in the first game today. In the 5th inning, had 2 RBIs on that single. Swings on the first pitch there, pops up. Second baseman shading his eyes. It's going to be tough. Makes the catch there. Rocha with a nice catch there. And nobody scores there. 3-2 ball game. We'll be back after these messages.
El Paso Community College has awarded more than 100,000 diplomas. But what does that really mean?
It means more technicians in high-demand, well-paying jobs.
More people to help you get better.
More expression of beauty in our community.
More understanding of life.
More flavor.
EPCC has helped our community to achieve their dreams more than 100,000 times. Shouldn't you be next? You belong at EPCC. Enroll today.
Welcome back. Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos, still alongside Isa Costa, already in the house as well. 3-2 ball game. Nico Olea comes to the plate for the Tejanos.
Where's Olea from?
Nico Olea is a freshman from Coronado High School.
Coronado.
Swings on that one, line drive, drops into the glove of the second baseman. So he's out on a line out to the second baseman, the Coronado grad out of El Paso, Texas. Ringing up now, Ruperto, the right fielder.
Batting the right fielder, number 35,
Alejandro, number 35. Again, Tahanos trying to tie this ball game up. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike.
Ruperto's a 360 hitter coming into the weekend. 25 at-bats, 9 hits. Trying to get to the double-digit mark on hits there. Could do so here as it's 1-1 now with 1 out. Score update from UTEP Ace. Men's basketball. Jacksonville State leads the Miners 50-39.
Pulling away.
8:51 to go in that second half.
Yeah, we thank you all for tuning in here on EPSportsNetwork1.com. As Eddie says, let us know where you're watching from. Send us a message on either Facebook, X, or Instagram at EPSportsNet.
Wow, you gave the listeners all kinds of options. I typically only tell them to let us know on Instagram.
Well,
Look at you, nice guy.
I get the notifications anyway, so.
Nice guy. 2-2 count here. 1 out. Here comes the pitch. It's outside. Again, Alejandro Ruperto, the right fielder for the Tejanos, is batting. Ruperto again hitting 346 on the season. Full count here. Swung on and missed. Great pitch there by Trevor Johnson.
That's 2 straight outs for the Tahanos. Not what you want to see if you're a Tahanos fan. Trailing 3-2 here against this New Mexico Military Institute team.
and the catcher, number 20, Malave.
Deyal Malave now coming to the plate for the Tejanos. He's the catcher now. Score update from New Mexico State basketball. Kennesaw State is currently leading 17-15. There's a swing and a miss there. No balls, 2 strikes here on the batter Malave. Again, the Aggies, they got to win to stay in for the conference tournament, Conference USA. Here's a pitch. There's a chopper. Shortstop picks it up, makes the throw in time. Out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. 3-2 ball game. Tejanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. Tejanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos, joined alongside Ace Acosta. We got Artie in the house as well. Make sure to check out our Instagram page, as there will be some beautiful photos there, not only of this, but of other events throughout the day, including the Locos.
You guys hear that? He's trying to make me work even
And
more.
also an art show. You're the one that mentioned all these things, so make sure to check out EP Sports Network on Instagram, because wonderful photos will be there later on.
Again, coming up to bat now for the Broncos is number 20. That is
Second baseman Shin. He's got on with a walk. He scored in the first inning on the bomba by EPCC Lindo.
Yeah, we are in the third. No. Yeah, third.
We
inning.
are in the top of the third, Ace. Yes, sir.
Dana just scared me on the scoreboard because I see it's like the sixth.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of zeros on there, Dana. It scared me out there. The scoreboard, you got a lot of zeros on there. I was like, what inning are we in?
Foul there by Shin.
Got scared there. I thought I fell asleep quite a bit there.
Which is very easy to do. You know, not that anything's boring around here, but as much as we work, we can get tired. You know what I mean?
This stage period by Gomez in there, going to be hit hard there towards center, going back as Olea towards the wall, and that is going to be gone for a bomba.
That went over the hitter's eye there for a bomba. Solo shot there for Shin, as that ball just kept floating and floating and floating and went over the batter's eye for a bomba, giving the lead now to the Broncos 4-2.
Again, Shin has been having himself a series here this weekend in El Paso.
Maldonado Baez, the right fielder, will now come to the plate. Brandon Gomez still on the mound for the Tejanos. Here's a pop-up that will fly out of play.
There's a long strike right there. Again, 4-2, top of the third.
Maldonado Baez, again, they're in the box. 412 hitter coming into the weekend. Swings on that one, pops that one up.
The body's going, looking back, calling everybody off. We'll get that out.
Those pop-ups, Ace, I'll tell you one thing. They're a lot harder than they look.
Hawkins is the one? Martinez was the earlier question. No Martinez and Pedro under that, then I know. And the other one's Hawkins. Yeah, what's his name? Shit. Oh, you want the
And they're trying to answer these trivia questions here in the press box.
A ball down low by Brandon Gomez. One ball, no strikes, as again, Yapes Galindo is up to the plate. He had a bomba, 3-run shot earlier. Takes a ball there. And score is 4-2. Tahanos scored twice in the bottom of the first on a double, 2 RBI double by Johnny Mesa. Time called. Not too sure what that was in frustration on the umpire.
We have a trivia question winner. It's
The umpire waving to the pitcher Gomez like, hey man, pay attention. I did call time. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out now.
That one in there for a strike.
Took something off of that. Saw about 84 miles an hour there on that pitch.
There's some coloring. There's some coloring sheets there for the Monster Jam as well.
Provided by Bubba's 33. Shout out to Bubba's 33 here in El Paso, Texas.
over to Bubba's 33.
2-2 count now.
That truck would be there. Got them colored in. Forgot a lot of that.
They're fouled.
Hear that one on our crowd mic.
Don't worry, Ace. It was kind of a distance away from it, so your crowd mic is still safe.
Did the job. You heard it. Again, 2-2 the count here, 1 out. That baseball fan in there ready in his Padres gear. That ball hit right there in the gap. Another runner will be on board here for the Broncos, Eddie.
That is Yepes Galindo again. Now he's got a single and a bomba here in today's final game of this 4-game series. Bringing up center fielder Cho. He got hit by a pitch in the first inning. See if he takes advantage here. Susi coming out to the mound now. That will probably be it, and that is it for Brandon Gomez.
So with that as a new pitcher change, I believe is Martel. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after this. You're watching Tahanos Baseball right here on EP Sports Network.
Welcome back. 4-2 ball game. You're watching Tahanos Baseball here on EP Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos and Ace Acosta joined alongside here. And we got a new pitcher, Ace. Did you take notice of who it might be? I think it was Martel, right?
Martel, yes, sir. You got the stats on that one. As he tries to throw it to me, gentlemen.
And Martel comes into this one here with, he's a right-hander, sophomore, 10 innings pitched so far, 9 ERA, has a 1-0 record in 5 appearances. So again, plenty of experience so far as a reliever in 10 innings pitched.
As you got some other news to share with the audience here.
Yeah, I just got an article. My niece, Jade Morelos, we talked about this last broadcast with Coach. She plays for Centennial High School, the defending state champions in softball. They're out of the state of New Mexico. So, again, Centennial, again, they beat West Mesa. And Jade Morelos, my niece, again, she went a perfect 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs, a stolen base, and 1 run scored. Centennial was victorious, winning 9-0 over West Mesa.
Against Centennial, new school. I believe that's maybe 10 years in.
That's about 10 years old. You're correct. And again, they won back-to-back state championships in softball. They've produced quite a few D1 players recently, and we'll see if my niece continues that trend, if she wants to go on in her career. But back to the action here as the 4-2 ball game. Again, we have a new pitcher in Martel.
Up to bat for the Broncos is Wanjay Chu. Again, takes that first pitch in there for a strike. Again, we thank you guys for tuning in here on EPSportsNetwork1.com for another strike there by Martel.
Swing and a miss. Again, Paulo Martel, the sophomore.
Not to be confused with Mattel, the toy company.
As we think of toys all the time around here, I guess. No balls, 2 strikes there. 1 out, 1 runner on. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul.
Runner will advance there.
And actually, that was a swinging strike there. Ace, it was off the glove of the catcher, and the runner moved over on that one, so it'll be considered a strikeout wild pitch there.
Coming to bat next for the Broncos is the first baseman, Xion. I can't Sengon Wu. Excuse me, let me get a drink here of my orange Fanta now.
You're going to blame it again that you don't have a Dr. Pepper, huh?
I don't.
Swing and a miss there.
So if anybody wants to drop off some Dr. Pepper or donuts here to the press box, we would deeply, deeply appreciate it. Here as runner on second base here, 0-1 here to Xion.
That is Sang Moon John. First baseman swings and a miss there. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs now. Runner on second. That second is Yepes Galindo.
Martel on the on the mound here for Tahanos coming in relief. There is some more action in the bullpen. I want to say, let's see who that is.
Martel with the pitch. This one gone. Picked up by the first baseman. Hustles over. Makes the out. That is out number 3. 1 run scores on a bomb ball. 4-2 ball game. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network.
El Paso Community College has awarded more than 100,000 diplomas. But what does that really mean?
It means more technicians in high-demand, well-paying jobs.
More people to help you get better.
More expression of beauty in our community.
More understanding of life.
More flavor.
EPCC has helped our community to achieve their dreams more than 100,000 times. Shouldn't you be next? You belong at EPCC. Enroll today.
Again, welcome back here to Sergeant Major Eisnega Field. I am Asa Costa, joined alongside Eddie Morelos. And don't be that house in 105-degree heat this summer. El Paso, this is your warning. Every year we see the same thing. Your units have dead capacitors, burned contractors, clogged drain lines, and your system failing at 4 p.m. And when the temperature hits 105 degrees, repair costs go up and availability to fix those goes down. Call Omega Air Conditioning at 915-704-0234 for their $49 AC breakdown prevention. This is not just a quick look. This is a full system performance check designed to catch small issues before they become expensive emergencies. So don't be that house sitting in 105-degree heat with the missus have eyes looking at you, burning through your soul. Call Omega Air Conditioning at 915-704-0234 before the heat wave hits the Sun City.
I don't know if that's ever happened to you. I mean,
Oh yeah. That's why I call Adrian
or
Mundo.
you wait too long, or something happened during the middle of July, where it's the hottest time of the year, and
then you're mad because nobody can come out and fix your unit.
except for Omega.
They can come out there 24 hours a day.
Here we go now to the bottom of the 3rd inning, where the score is 4-2. There is a nice pitch and a strike there by the pitcher Trevor Johnson of the Broncos. And up to the plate for the Tejanos is the shortstop and leadoff hitter Chris Tavares, who takes a foul off the foot.
Not wearing any padding there, like most hitters do nowadays, for that very reason.
Oh, yeah, that hurts. Score update from UTEP minor basketball. 3 minutes to go in the second half. Jacksonville State leads 55-50.
Oh, Miners coming back here.
Staying in the game there. Tavares gets back into the box. No balls, 2 strikes. Trevor Johnson, the pitcher, makes his pitch. Down and away for a ball.
Again, visit epsportsnetwork1.com where we'll be updating the scoreboards. You'll see them for high school baseball and softball. Getting the college games in there as well, as there's a timeout on the field here with the catcher.
I think he got hit on the hand there. I'm gonna call over the athletic trainer.
And with that, we will take another game break here. Talking about Bubba's again. Visit us on, if I can get my screen ready, on Thursday, March 12th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Bubba's 33, where you can win a family 4-pack of tickets to Monster Jam, included with Pip Party passes. During the event, there will be 20 women-owned local businesses celebrating their Empower Her market. So come enjoy some live music, fun-filled activities, and games for the whole family. Again, we will be there streaming live periodically throughout that event. Again, your chance to win family 4-pack tickets to Monster Jam happening next weekend at the UTEP Sun Bowl. So get ready for an adrenaline-filled day with Smarkle Smash. The monster truck and driver will be there in attendance, as you see the truck there on the screen. As they continue to look there with Mr. I think that is Holloway. There, the catcher. With that, we'll take a break and we'll be back after this. You're watching Tahanos Baseball right here on EP Sports Network. Again, welcome back here to Sergeant Major Eisnega Field for this Game 4 between New Mexico Military Institute and the El Paso Community College Tejanos. Eddie, all-star games are going to be taking place towards the end of the month. We'll start with the Greater El Paso Girls Coaches Association Flo Valdez Volleyball All-Star Game taking place Wednesday, March 25th at Eastwood High School.
That's going to be a lot of fun, Ace. Again, we got to cover the entire season of high school volleyball here in El Paso, Texas. And so much talent. Again, to me, it continues to grow, especially volleyball is what I'm saying, is continuing to grow here in El Paso. And the amount of talent that you see across the city from east to west and everywhere in between is pretty cool to watch.
Again, rosters have been set here. The teams from the Sun City that are participant or members in the Girls Coaches Association will be taking place. And the very next day will be the All-Star Basketball game there again at Eastwood High School, as red and blue teams will be facing off there, and scholarships will be awarded as well. And the cool thing about these games, they do honor all the district champions as well, and then the MVPs as well during the ceremonies there at Eastwood High School. So be on the lookout there for you, and we're going to call Deanna up here before she gets started in her Chihuahuas baseball schedule.
Well, she's already been busy. She's been out at spring training all week long, I believe, covering the Chihuahuas and those who might be coming over from the Padres organization to El Paso, Texas.
So as we get ready here, shout out to Mr. Holloway. Looks like he had a little issue there with his finger, but looks to be ready to come back here, as it is 1-2 the count to Tavares. No outs here as we are in the bottom of the third inning.
Can't say it enough how tough these baseball players are, especially catchers, just like Mr. Holloway there. Cinco Holloway. Yeah, there's a check swing, did not go around there. They wanted him to go around, but 2-2 count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out.
And Tavares trying to get on base here. Fouled one off his foot earlier at this at-bat. Works it back to a full count.
Top of the lineup again, Chris Tavares here. Struck out swinging in the first. 4-2 ball game.
That one's going to be hit hard to the shortstop for out number 1.
Miguel Maldonado will come to the plate now for the Tejanos. He singled and scored in the first. Came in on a double by Johnny Mesa. Maldonado had a double in the game earlier today. That was in the 5th inning. He had 2 RBIs on that.
And that one going to be fouled off.
Score update from New Mexico State with 2 minutes remaining in the first half. The Aggies just took the lead, 32-30.
Again, warning there to the pitcher. Again, coming up to bat, like you said, is Miguel Maldonado.
Pitch there by Johnson. Nice breaking pitch in there for a strike.
0-2 the count now to Maldonado.
Gets him looking. Great pitch there by Trevor Johnson. Froze him, and I think there's a warning there on Miguel Maldonado.
Can't argue balls and strikes, unfortunately. Again, the umpires here for this contest is Curtis McDonald and Jaime Lopez. Again, coming up to bat now for the Tejanos is going to be Sal Rocha.
Salvador Rocha playing second base. He flew out to center field earlier. Here's his first pitch, gets hit right in the back. That one got away from Johnson.
That's one way to do it there, Eddie, to get on base.
It helped out in the previous game. Multiple hit batters, lots of walks. Again, if that happens, it's a hard to win a game, as even Brazil found out last night against Team USA.
This is Brazil.
Score update from the minors basketball, men's basketball, that is. 1.5 remaining in the second half of play with Jacksonville State up 59-55. Oh, and he got caught there on first. Pickoff play. He didn't get in there on time. Umpire says he was out. The coach is arguing, but that'll be it. We'll be back after these messages.
El Paso Community College has awarded more than 100,000 diplomas. But what does that really mean?
It means more technicians in high-demand, well-paying jobs.
More people to help you get better.
More expression of beauty in our community.
More understanding of life.
More flavor.
EPCC has helped our community to achieve their dreams more than 100,000 times. Shouldn't you be next? You belong at EPCC. Enroll today.
And he has a middle school named after him.
Welcome back here to Sergeant Major Eisnega Field here in El Paso, Texas. This game break is brought to you by Bubba's 33. And remember, Tuesdays, it's Pizza O'Clock. Bring your friends and family and enjoy a 12-inch pizza special for only $11.99. Available for dine-in only every Tuesday. So who is ready for pizza night? Scan the QR code on your screen to follow Bubba's 33 on Facebook to see all the deals and events they have. Again, we are giving away some pizza coupons as well for a free 12-inch pizza. There's some trivia questions here at the ballpark, but if you are listening live and in the stands, come up here to the press box and we'll give you one of those free coupons as well. Again, that is Bubba's 33 out there on Gateway West in El Paso, Texas. So Bubba's 33 12-inch pizza sounds really good right about now.
They are very good pizzas. We've tried the pepperoni. We've tried the works. I mean, I cannot go wrong with a Bubba's 33 pizza. 4-2 ball game. The Tahanos are trailing. The Broncos are leading. Broncos coming in from New Mexico Military Institute. New Mexico Military Institute located in Roswell, New Mexico. Home of Ace's family, he says.
Because I'm out of this world.
Coming to the plate now for the Broncos will be the catcher, Cinco Holloway, who injured his hand. I think it was his pinky, though. Might have got kind of knocked out of place there somehow or another. But tough guy there, getting back here into the box after finishing up the inning, catching as well. Here's a pitch there, outside for a ball.
Again, New Mexico Military Institute does have a high school as well, the Colts, and the junior college team, the Broncos.
Broncos and the Colts. Swung on, foul tip.
That one's going to hit Mulave right there in the foot. So a lot of athletes getting hit in the foot here.
Again, right, talking about baseball, right, even as batters and catchers, getting hit by a ball is not fun.
Not fun at all. And that is 1-1 to count. Interesting tidbit about New Mexico Military Institute, Eddie. Founded in 1891. I believe you're 2 years old when that happened.
1891?
1891.
Oh, it's a couple of years after New Mexico State was founded in 1888. So there's that. 1-1 count. Nice pitch in there for a strike.
It's a long time ago. It makes me think about year 2000 was 26 years ago, my friend.
Yeah, time flies. And well, there's a player on the Broncos that I saw There's the pitch, swung on and missed. That's a nice strike out there for Martel. Cinco Holloway goes down swinging, and coming to the plate now will be Bamberger, number 24, the left fielder who struck out swinging earlier in the second inning. But back to time flying, there's a gentleman that plays for the Broncos, Cole Dunkel, who I witnessed being born. I was around when he was born. Not that I was there in the hospital or anything, but remember when he was born is what I'm trying to say. Now here he is playing college baseball. There's a ball, 1 ball, no strikes to Bamberger.
Oh, there we go. Already, they were watching. All right, let me go find my coupons here. She put me on the test here. Eddie.
There it is. There's a hit ball down the line. It's a fair ball. First baseman picks it up and it dives, and there's the out. The runner and the defender both diving for the bag there, and making it to the bag first was Irvin Duarte. So Bamberger goes down on a sliding, diving play by Irvin Duarte, the first baseman for the Tejanos. 2 outs now. Kim, the designated hitter, coming to the plate. There's a pitch by Martel. 83 miles an hour there. Thought it was a little bit faster. 1 ball, no strikes. Halftime for New Mexico State Aggie men's basketball. They lead 37-33 at the half over Kennesaw State.
So the one that picked up that was listening is the younger brother, Matthew Martinez. Got a nice coloring page here for Bubba's.
Also, they were listening.
We did the listening. If you were listening to the broadcast, come up to the booth. And she came up to the booth, the little brother.
So it's really cool, Ace, because, right, we keep asking. There's a pitch there by Martel. It's high for a ball. Super cool to me, Ace, because we keep asking people to let us know where you're watching from. Let us know where you're listening from all around the world, right? And even here in the ballpark, they turn on EP Sports Network. 3-0 count there. There's a strike. Nope. I think that's a strike call.
She's actually sitting right in front of you. Oh, okay. Martinez, she's right in front.
Again, thank you for supporting EP Sports Network. 3-1 count, 2 outs here. Here comes a pitch by Martel. It's another strike there. Full count now. Works himself back into it after falling behind 3-0.
Again, great day of baseball here. Wind's still picking up, but not as big of a factor.
Pitch there. Hits. Tavares dives. Gets past him. Goes into center field. It's going for a double. Turns it. Oh,
Tavares did not see him in time.
He bobbled it a little bit there, and the bobble helped the base runner, which was Kim. So Kim gets on with the single. 45 seconds remaining in the UTEP minor game against Jacksonville State. And it's a 1-point ball game. Jacksonville State leads 60-59. Now 33 seconds remaining.
As Rivera now steps to the plate here for the Broncos. Runner on first. That's going to be hit hard straight to Tavares. Gets that out. Retires it here at the top of the fourth as we move to the bottom of the fourth. Broncos still lead it 4-2. We'll be back after this.
El Paso Community College has awarded more than 100,000 diplomas. But what does that really mean?
It means more technicians in high-demand, well-paying jobs.
More people to help you get better.
More expression of beauty in our community.
More understanding of life.
More flavor.
EPCC has helped our community to achieve their dreams more than 100,000 times. Shouldn't you be next? You belong at EPCC. Enroll today.
Welcome back. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos, joined alongside Asa Costa, Hardy in the house as well. Don't forget, check out Inside Heat. Go to EPSportsNetwork1.com. Again, EPSportsNetwork1.com. Check out all the shows that we do, including Inside Heat, where we talk nothing but baseball. We talked a lot of baseball this past Monday over at Bubba's 33. Shout out to Bubba's 33. Coming to the plate now, first baseman Irvin Duarte. Again, Irvin Duarte had a really nice play there when Bamberger went up to the plate. And here comes a pitch, and there's a strike called. Again, Duarte made the nice play at first base where he had to get the ball and then hustle to the base, dive towards the base, reach out, tag it with his glove to make the out. There's the next pitch, foul, 1-1 count now. Shout out to the Martinez family listening in on EP Sports Network. They were paying attention, made it up to the press box, and got a nice gift from Bubba's 33. So shout out to the Martinez family once again. Hit ball left field. Is it going to stay in? It goes foul, unfortunately for the Tejanos, fortunately for the Broncos.
Again here, game 4 action.
4-2 ball game. Broncos leading here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Irvin Duarte, the first baseman, is up to the box there. Takes a ball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul once again.
Still 0-2 the count, no outs.
Tahanos trying to even up the series here. Broncos won the 2 games yesterday. Tahanos won game 1 of today's doubleheader, trailing right now 4-2. Here's a pitch there by Johnson, high for a ball.
1-2 the count now.
1 ball, 2 strikes is correct. Duarte in the box once again. He's got a single earlier in the first.
Right there, diving, reach out attempt there by the pitcher, but it does get to the second baseman for out number 1.
Technically scored a 1-4-3 putout because the pitcher did touch it.
Kind of dangerous. You kind of want to let your second baseman get that.
That is, I definitely agree. However, right, just instinct. That's the word I was looking for. Instinct to go after that ball.
And bringing up now to the plate, number 12, Johnny Mesa, the designated hitter.
Johnny Mesa had a double with 2 RBIs. Swings on that one, going down the line, right field line, and hits the fence. There stays.
Ambrosio Dien. Old Bowie High School is named for him.
See, I drink stuff other than soda. This is some water.
Wow.
H2O.
The clouds are not re-entering the atmosphere yet.
Dr. Pepper has water in it. That one in there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes, with 1 out now. Again, very surprising. Asa Costa drinking water.
I got to keep it even. I'll go through about 8 of these a day. And 24 pack of soda. No,
Pitches outside for a ball. 2-2 is the count now.
Dr. Pepper sponsor us, please.
You would love that.
Again, we're here in the 4th inning.
Pitch by Johnson, high for a ball, works it full. Johnny Mesa. Pitch by Johnson once again. He chops at it. That might get down for a base hit, and it does. Designated hitter Johnny Mesa with a base hit there. First one of this inning. Needing that base runner as the Tahanos are trailing 4-2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
That's going to bring up number 22, Orlando Samaniego.
And number 22, Samaniego, left field.
Samaniego struck out swinging and was thrown out as the ball was dropped. He went down the line there. Pitch there, strike on the outside part of the plate. Final, it looks like, over at UTEP. UTEP falls 64-61. So they made a little push there at the end, Ace.
3 points there falling for UTEP.
Oh, another close pickoff play. That was very close. It's already happened once. Sal Rocha got caught being picked off in the third inning. They got to be careful. You mentioned about the running errors that were made by the Tejanos all day yesterday. One earlier in the previous game. Gotta keep an eye on the running there.
That one's going to be fouled off for strike number 2.
Unfortunately for the UTEP Miners men's basketball team, it looks like they will be missing the Conference USA tournament after that loss. Back to the action here, though. 4-2 ball game. The Broncos lead over the Tejanos. Here comes the pitch by Johnson. It's down in the dirt. Turf, I should say.
Holloway able to keep that in front of him. Going back to UTEP there, that's going to cause some more chatter there on the internets there between Coach Golding and the fans. It's tough to win in this league nowadays, Mr. Eddie.
And I agree with that, Ace. They talk about the league being down or whatever, but, I mean, it's tough to win.
It's tough to win.
And if you were that good of a ball club talking about the league like that, you should be winning the league. Back to the action, though, here. You're starting to get me riled up there, Ace.
San Diego here, 2-2 the count with 1 out. Swing.
Oh, he foul tipped it. The catcher tried to catch it and bobbled it, fell out of his hand. So Samaniego with the break there gets another chance.
Staying alive is Samaniego again. Tahanos are down 4-2 here in this 4th inning. This is a 9-inning contest.
Samaniego comes into the weekend hitting .420 and 12 RBIs, also walking 11 times. He can do it for the Tahanos right here. I've always wanted to see him take him down the right field line. He goes the left field way, though. That's going, and it is foul.
Still alive at this at-bat. Again, pitcher number 23, Trevor Johnson, who started this game for the Broncos.
Nice day at the ballpark. Decent little crowd here watching and supporting the Tejanos. High there for a ball. Typically, the Tejanos have great support. Full count now once again.
Yeah, Tahanos will be on the road after this one.
Pitch coming by Johnson.
That one's going to get there, and runners will move to first and second for Nick Olea.
A lot of credit to Orlando Samaniego for working that walk. He fell behind 0-2. Bringing up Nico Olea, the center fielder. He lined out to the second baseman in the second inning. Yeah, there's only 1 out on the board. Tahanos have an opportunity here. They trail 4-2 right now. Here comes a pitch by Johnson. Swung on, chop, foul.
As we were talking about earlier, the Tahanos will hit the road towards Big Spring, Texas next weekend as they'll face Howard College March 13th and 14th. And then the following week, again on the road, they'll be in Odessa College facing against Odessa. And then coming back here towards the end of the month to face Frank Phillips College.
Swung on and missed there by Nico Olea. Again, talking about all those schools, Ace, in particular when you said Frank Phillips College, it reminds me of how tough this league is. This is a very tough league that the Tejanos play in.
Yeah, Region 5 of this NJCAA, a lot of letters, as a strikeout there for Nick Olea.
It is the WJCAC. And Frank Phillips heading into the weekend is 11-6. And coming up to the plate now is Alejandro Ruperto.
I'm just going to say Region 5 of JUCO baseball there. There
you go. I like that. 2 outs now. Johnson with the pitch. Nice pitch it is. Gets the outside half once again. Continues to work that outside half of the plate. No balls, one strike.
And runners in scoring position. Runners on first and second. Tying run on first.
Down for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 4 runs, 6 hits for the Broncos. 2 runs, 4 hits for the Tejanos.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. They left a lot of runners on base game 1 and 2. And 2 more runners here on base as the league moves to 1 and 2 the count.
You're in about the middle part of this game. Again, this is the 9-inning affair. This is where you would like to see the bats start picking up for the Tejanos. Swung on a miss there.
Johnson with another strikeout to end the inning. As we move to the top of the 5th inning, you're watching Tahanos baseball live right here on EP Sports Network.
Welcome back. Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos alongside Asa Costa. Already in the house as well. It's a 4-2 ball game after a scoreless 4th inning. Runners left on board for the Tahanos again. There was 2 runners left on board. In that 4th inning, also the Broncos had a runner left on. Now we go into the top of the 5th inning with second baseman Shin coming to the plate. Shin has already scored twice. He got on with a walk and scored on a 3-run shot by Yepes Galindo in the 1st. And then Shin had a solo shot to center field over the batter's eye in the 3rd inning. So here he comes again. Second baseman Shin for the Broncos.
Yeah, on the mound is still Martell. If I'm not mistaken, that correct?
Martell still on the mound for the Tejanos, number 28. And there's this first pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike now. And we continue to keep an eye on college hoops as these games go on here. Swung on. It's a high pop fly. Shin puts it in the air again. Center fielder looks for it, but calls off the left fielder. Orlando Samaniego picks up the out there for out number 1.
So 1 up, 1 down for number 37. Coming to the plate is going to be Misael Maldonado Baez.
Maldonado Baez doubled in the 1st inning, popped up to the shortstop in the 3rd inning. Martell again is on the mound for the Tejanos, makes the pitch,
Right
bounces
there.
it right to the
mic.
Yeah. Mexico State takes an early lead in the second half, 40-33, starting off at 18:42 remaining in the second. There's a pitch there, and it's inside for a ball. Again, keeping an eye on college hoops. It looks like UTEP is now out of the Conference USA tournament after that loss. New Mexico State needs to win to get in. 2-0 count here, 1 out. Martell with the pitch. Checked it. Goes around. They called it, and it's a strike. 2-1.
Formula One racing getting back into action as well too. Of course, NASCAR. Big news is Michael Jordan's 2311 team with Denny Hamlin has won 3 straight races there. So another three-peat for Mr. Michael Jordan.
They were talking about that last night, and I think he was actually in Phoenix as well with his team, from what I understood.
Yep, he was there. He's been there. Everybody's like, why does Michael Jordan like NASCAR? He is from North Carolina, the kind of the home of NASCAR. Is that one's going to be caught but foul.
Chopper down the third baseline.
So Michael Jordan winning the NBA championship and the Daytona 500 there. A lot of teams have searched or go their whole life without attaining that goal. Michael Jordan's got that trophy in his trophy case now as well.
Michael Jordan's just a winner. That's literally what he is. There's a pitch there down for a ball. Nice block there by the catcher for the Tejanos. One runner aboard now. Maldonado gets on with that walk, bringing up Yepes Galindo, who has a 3-run home run already today.
Now, he did say it. He lets the team do their jobs there. He just provides the funding.
And I guess at this point in his life, that's really all you need to do.
That is expensive to run those race cars.
And he's got the funds to do it.
Got the funds to do it here. Yep is looking for some funds here to extend the lead. Going to pop that first pitch up for a strike.
So some reports from Nick Coppola, the sports editor out of Las Cruces News. After UTEP just fell to Jacksonville State 64-61 on a 3-point buzzer beater. Earlier, Delaware lost big 81-38 to Louisiana Tech. Throw over to first. It's the toss over there. Those results give great news to New Mexico State, as the Aggies have now qualified for the 2026 Conference USA tournament. So the New Mexico State is in. And unfortunately for the Miners, they're out.
Again, so 1-1 now the count, excuse me, on that one. With 1 out. Again, we talked about Formula One, Australian GP going on tonight there for those racing fans in Formula One.
A lot going on in the Phoenix area. Of course, spring training is going on. There's a pitch there. It's inside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Again, the batter is Yepes Galindo, wearing number 45. Batting from the left side.
Again, Tahanos will be back in action here at Tahanos softball field next Saturday, March the 14th, as they will face Odessa College in that 2-game series. Not a conference game, though.
Pitch was down and away for another ball. 3-1 count now. 1 out, 1 on. Hitters count here for Yepes Galindo.
Again, not what you want to see there if you're Coach Susi. It's another back-to-back walk.
Brings up Cho, the center fielder now. Cho got hit by a pitch in the first inning, struck out swinging in the third. You would love to see a grounder right now for a possible double play. There's going to be a visit to the mound, Ace, the pitching coach coming out.
It is going to be pitching coach Ivan Campa. Again, we'll have a game break here, as if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, step up to the plate with someone you can trust. Your realtor, Marianne Ayub, is here to help first-time buyers, sellers, and investors every step of the way. So call your favorite realtor, Marianne Ayub, at 915-920-8060, or scan the QR code that you see on your screen, because who you work with matters. Again, this game break is brought to you by your realtor, Marianne Ayub, with Clearview Realty. Again, investments right there. Get some land, some property, buy, sell.
There's Marianne Ayub to help you out. I mean, smart move to do that, right?
Smart move there. Again, pitchers conference is completed there on the mound by Coach Campa. Again, back-to-back walks here for Martel, as Cho steps to the plate here for the Broncos.
Cho, a sophomore, coming into the weekend, hitting .312. Has 14 RBI as well coming into this weekend.
That pitch in the dirt. Runner will advance to third. Throw not in time.
It's in there easily. That will be a wild pitch there. So move Maldonado over from second to third. Very surprising that Yepes Galindo didn't take off as well. So runners on first and third. And Cho to the plate here. 4-2 ball game. Again, 1 out. Double play still in effect here. You would love to see that get out of the inning without any runs scoring.
Again, we're top of the 5th inning. 1 out. 1 ball. Again, that was outside. Not able to find his zone. Is Martel Eddie.
Martel's struggling right now, but again, we've seen these pitchers do this where they struggle for a little bit, then all of a sudden they find the zone and lock in for a while. You would like to see more consistency there. Nice pitch again. There's that zone, right? Does he keep that up now, right? 2-1 count here, and we see multiple times already where the pitchers for the Tahanos fall behind, no balls, 2 strikes, and then they take it full and maybe you can get out of it.
Again here, pitch, swing, and a miss.
Just like that, it's 2-2 again, right? It was 2 balls, no strikes, then 2-1, now 2-2. So we'll see how he responds here on a 2-2 count. Four-2 ball game. Broncos still lead here. There's the pitch. It's a chopper. It's a high chopper. Gets over the third baseman. RBI. It's going to end up being a double. It's a double for Cho. Again, a really high bounce there. Gets over the third baseman's head. And playing third base is Miguel Maldonado. It's an RBI for Cho.
Maldonado needs to be 6'6" to jump and get that one out of the air. Nicely hit there by Chow. Or Chu. Is it Chow or Cho?
I got Cho.
Cho.
CHO. So Maldonado Baez scores on that one coming in from third base. Yepes Galindo goes over from first to third now. Again, Cho is on second. Song Woon Jong is the first baseman. Now he gets into the box. Coming in at 261. He's a big boy. Takes a ball there. In Tejanos baseball here on EP Sports Network, Broncos lead over the Tejanos 5-2 here in the top of the 5th.
Almost going to be hit hard there towards center. Going back, getting it is Olea. Runner will tag and score, so give that a sacrifice there to Mr. Gion.
RBI, sacrifice fly to center field there. Scores Yepes Galindo on that one. Score is now 6-2 in favor of the Broncos.
We got a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter coming to the plate now. They're going to check the runner over on third. Call him safe. Said he was there. Coming to the plate now for the Broncos, number 38.
Well, got some scoring update for UTEP softball, Eddie, as they just started that contest in the top of the first inning. And unfortunately, their UTEP is down 7-0 against Sam Houston State.
Again, the pitcher for Sam, there's a swinging strike there. The new batter is number 38, Alec Guevara.
Guevara coming in for Holloway, right?
That is correct. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
And 7-0, 5 hits already in the top of the first there for the Bearcats.
Again, yesterday, the pitcher for the Bearcats hit the very first batter, then went perfect after that. So they got some good pitching over in Sam Houston this year.
Again, as they begin conference play here, we will start conference play in a couple weeks here for the Tahanos.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Strikeout swinging there to stop the bleeding. 6-2 ball game here. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network.
El Paso Community College has awarded more than 100,000 diplomas. But what does that really mean?
It means more technicians in high-demand, well-paying jobs.
More people to help you get better.
More expression of beauty in our community.
More understanding of life.
More flavor.
EPCC has helped our community to achieve their dreams more than 100,000 times. Shouldn't you be next? You belong at EPCC. Enroll today.
Welcome back. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. The Broncos are leading over EPCC 6-2 as we head into the bottom of the fifth inning. Coming to the plate will be Malave, the catcher, who grounded out to the shortstop in the second inning. And the Broncos scored 2 runs in the top of the inning. Again, that's what took us from 4-2 to 6-2 now. The 2 runs scored by the Tahanos were in the first inning on a double by Johnny Mesa.
Good. Bad Bunny didn't want to stop singing there in that one there, Coach.
Hey.
Sorry, you're not Coach.
I was going to say, except for I'm not Coach.
Sorry, Coach. Shout out to Coach Grijalva here. We'll see him later on this week. Again, thank you guys for tuning in here. EPSportsNetwork1.com with the Tahanos home broadcast here as that ball is in there for a ball.
Thank you to all the viewers across the world watching, whether you're in Korea.
Tries to frame that one there. Not going to get it. 2-2 the count now to Ulave. Oh, that one curves. Not as much, though.
That's a ball. Full count again. Falling behind on the count. Working the pitchers to go full. Now they need to start taking advantage of those situations.
This is Johnson still on the mound. Hit there hard towards third.
And just as we mentioned it, taking advantage of the full count, working the count, Malave does that, gets a single, leads off there with a base hit.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 14, Chris Tavares.
Chris Tavares, the leadoff hitter. He's looking for a base hit. He struck out swinging in the first, grounded out to the shortstop in the third. He, I believe, got on with 2 walks in the first game today, but still looking for a base hit here. Takes the ball outside there, Ace.
Their ball still score update from UTEP, still 7-0, top of the first, bases loaded, 2 outs. Scratch that, 8-0.
Just like that. 1-0 count here. Trevor Johnson makes the pitch. It's a nice one.
Check swing there. Nope, did not go. 2-0.
Score update from men's basketball. New Mexico State is up by 1 with 14:34 to go in the second half. 46-45 over Kennesaw State. Throw over to first.
Not sliding, but still, Ulave standing up there, getting back in time.
You hear the excitement in the crowd there. Our crowd mic. 2-0 count.
Gotta love the crowd mic.
I love it. There's a bunt. It popped up. And he took his eye off of it.
But
There's
everybody waiting, unfortunately.
almost a mishap there again. So now it's just a 1 out there.
Do you credit that with the fielder's choice there, Eddie?
That is a fielder's choice. You are correct. That is correct. So
Damn,
fielder's
you
choice
learned
for Chris Tavares. He gets on. Malave gets thrown out. They're 2-4 on second base. So it's 1 out, bringing up Miguel Maldonado. Maldonado scored in the first inning after singled, and he struck out in the third inning. So still opportunity here for the Tejanos. It takes a strike there.
You can hear the wind starting to pick up a little bit on the crowd mic.
Again, it's been gusting. Again, they say up to 15 to 17. I think it's more like 20 to 25.
It's unofficial. Your unofficial meteorologist by Mr. Morelos.
I threw some grass in the air to get that. There's a chopper right back to the pitcher. Pitcher makes a throw to shortstop, and that will be a double play. Very much needed double play for the Broncos. Nobody scores there. 6-2 ball game. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network.
Again, welcome back here. This game break is brought to you by Bubba's 33. If I can find it here. There it is.
Oh.
Bubba's 33. Monday, start your week with a smile. Join us every Monday for our delicious burgers paired with fries or tater tots, all for just $10.99 when you dine in. Looking on the screen there, let's make it bigger for you guys there.
Wow.
Who's hungry? Scan the QR code that you will see on your screen to follow Bubba's 33 on Facebook. Again, we'll be back there live for a brand new episode of the Inside Heat Monday, March 26th, the day before St. Patty's, as they'll be getting ready for that. We'll have a nice show in there, get some live guests. MC DJ Jason Craig from the El Paso Chihuahuas will be joining us, and we'll get confirmation for Coach Susi and Sal Rocha from the Tejanos to join us as well. That is Bubba's 33 Mondays, $10.99 burgers with fries or tater tots there at Bubba's.
Oh, a really good-looking burger there, and I know you guys enjoyed a burger the other day. I know Coach has enjoyed a couple of burgers already. Coming up to the plate, speaking of burgers, is Bamberger, Killian Bamberger, who hits .362 on the season. He has 3 home runs so far this season, and again, the Broncos are leading 6-2 here. Now we are starting in the top of the 6th inning. There's a ball, as the pitcher is still Martell.
There was pitchers warming up in the bullpen earlier, but not anymore. Coach Susi going to let Martell handle this 6th inning.
The pitch and fouled into the dugout.
Look out.
Called that the ugly finder.
The ugly finder. If it hits you, maybe
1-1 count.
Find you.
6-2 ball game.
Yeah, we thank you guys for tuning in here. EPSportsNetwork1.com for the Tahanos home broadcast. As that's going to be hit hard towards left, going back towards the wall. Not able to make the catch. Hits the wall. That ball will fall. Running hard is Bamberger, going in for a triple. Triple burger there for Bamberger there, Eddie.
That's definitely right there. That ball was nicely hit, and it kept floating as you kept saying back. I thought it was going to go out. Nice attempt there by Orlando Samaniego. He had to jump for that, went into the fence, bounced off the fence, and that'll end up a triple for Bamberger.
That's going to bring up to the plate. Back top of the order, Damu Kim, designated hitter for this game after catching 3 innings. Again, I talked about it that there was somebody warming up, and Coach Susi is not going to waste any time. He will go to the he'll go to the bullpen here, as it's going to be number 27 there, Eddie.
Number 27 for the Tejanos, that will be Person Lowry, a freshman right-handed pitcher who has made 5 appearances and thrown 6 2/3 inning, with just over a 4 ERA. So we'll see how he does here. Susie continues to talk to his team. It allows Lowry to go ahead and take over on the mound.
And during this break, we'd like to announce the El Paso Baseball Hall of Fame class of 2026 has been announced here, Eddie.
Oh, wow.
As the 5 inductees to this year's class will be Armando Romero Jr., all-district pitcher out from Andres High School, played in the inaugural EPCC Tejanos squad.
Oh, wow.
Coached Burgess High School to 2 district championships and 3 by-district championships. Bel Air High School to 3 by-district champions and an area championship. And was a 2019 High School Coach of the Year. That is Armando Romero Jr. entering the class of 2026. Next up, Eugene Gene Forte, a Del Valle High School All-District, All-City, All-State selection. 4-year varsity letterman as a pitcher. 1996 High School Player of the Year. Was drafted by the Chicago White Sox in 1996. Did suffer a head injury during a live drive that ended his pitching career. And he is going to be inducted into this year's Hall of Fame as well. Next up is going to be Guillermo Willie Romo, 3-sport, all-district, all-academic athlete at Del Valle High School. Coached Mountwood to 4 district championships, 5 by-district championships, and 2 area championships. Has 251 wins as a head coach and was the 2017 Head Coach of the Year. Wow. Congratulations there to Coach Romo and the Mountwood Rams. Next up, John R. Beard, a 2-sport all-district selection at Burgess High School, also a 2-time all-district, all-city baseball. Coached Burgess to 2 by-district games. Started a program at El Dorado High School and coached them up to a district championship. Currently the coach at Del Valle High School and won the Coach of the Year in 2013 and 2022. Has 365 wins in his career. We'll get you the info of the next Hall of Fame person shortly.
Always exciting times with the El Paso Athletics Hall of Fame.
Oh, this is the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yes,
I
sir.
apologize.
Dana's going to come tackle you over
Yeah,
here.
no, that's okay. The El Paso Baseball Hall of Fame. And that's always a great time, too.
That is. I believe that is going to be inducted in August 2nd, as that ball's going to be hit hard to first base for the first out.
That was a great pickup there by the first baseman, Irvin Duarte. Really hard hit ball down the line.
Next up for the Hall of Fame, Beto Romo, Riverside 4-year player, 2000 pitcher in the Final Four state semifinalist. Pitched at New Mexico State. He is the last inductee in this class of 2026. Congratulations to all those inductees.
The El Paso Baseball Hall of Fame. Got to make sure to get that correct there, Ace.
Mm-hmm.
That's always an exciting time. I love those announcements like that. And it reminds me of all the great, wonderful history of sports that we have here in El Paso, all the talent that comes. There's a hit ball down the line, foul, out of play.
And for that, the induction ceremony will be taking place at the Wyndham Hotel August 2nd, 2026. Tickets can be on sale at ElPasoBaseballHallOfFame.org. Dana, that's a long website address there, ElPasoBaseballHallOfFame.org. So go to look at that newly redesigned website. Again, we got runner on third base here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Eddie.
There was a runner on third after that triple by Bamberger. Rivera Colon is currently in the box at the plate now. There was an out on a line out or a ground out to the first baseman. Hard hit ball down the line there, picked up by Irvin Duarte. Here comes the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Gets away from the catcher, but he hustles for it. The catcher for the Tahanos is Malave. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And the score is 6-2 here in the top of the 6th inning.
And speaking of Hall of Fames, the El Paso Athletic Hall of Fame is conducting, they're still taking nominations. I believe the coaching category or administrator category is Nominee selection is going to be happening next on Monday. It's going to be a packed category there, Eddie.
Oh, those ones typically are. I always enjoy seeing the nominations as well. Again, so much talent in all levels of sports here coming out of El Paso, Texas.
Pitches up, hit hard there to Tavares, jumping, holding the runner at third for out number 2.
Really nice play there by Chris Tavares, the shortstop. Again, he's got a very strong arm. He looked the base runner over. The one that's on third base, Bamberger, again, had a triple. Now it's 2 outs here for the Broncos. Coming up is Shin, who has a home run and also scored after a walk.
Shin has had a great series, as we mentioned multiple times in this broadcast. Trying to add another run for his Broncos as they currently lead at 6-2 here, top of the 6th inning. First pitch in there for a ball.
One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Six-2 ball game here in the 6th inning. Broncos lead. Tahanos trying to hold on here, not to allow any more runs to score. They want to give themselves a chance. Down for another ball, 2-1.
2-1 to count there. As folks, Eddie still doesn't know how to charge his batteries for his phone. And yes, I am calling you out, sir.
I did bring my charger, I just haven't plugged it in. Swing on as a foul there.
It is about 3:30 and his battery's at 10%, folks. Just saying. Still a lot of day left. A lot of daylight left, Mr. Morelos.
Luckily, you come prepared with your travel battery here, supporting the Region 19 flag female flag football championship as well on that battery.
I'm a sticker junkie, so if you guys want to drop off stickers, feel free here. We will put it on the case as this next pitch is in the dirt here. Again, making it full count is going to be Shin.
And he hits the umpire, and the umpire felt that one. He came out. It got him on the forearm there.
Yesterday, it did get him on the shin hard last time. He even looked at the catcher like, yo.
That one right there as well. You could tell it bothered him. He had to take a little walk down the line. Again, some tough individuals the umpires are. Full count, 3-2, 2 outs here. Pearson Lowry gets the pitch he wants, comes set. Here comes the pitch. Down and inside for a ball. That'll be a walk as Shin gets on for the second time today on a base on balls.
The runners on the corners now for the Broncos as number 37, Misael Maldonado Baez.
Maldonado Baez doubled in the first inning, walked and scooted over on a wild pitch before scoring in the 5th inning. 2 outs again. Lowry is on the mound for the Tejanos. First pitch is outside for a ball.
Score and update for UTEP softball. Top of the 2nd, Sam Houston 13, UTEP 2. So Miners able to get 2 runs on the board against the Bearcats, but still 13 runs there for Sam Houston.
13-2, I believe it's the rule is there's a pitch inside. It's there for a strike. I believe the rule in softball is 8 runs after 5 innings, so the Miners need to score a few more runs to stay in it.
Yep, unfortunately they found that out against Oklahoma after you read up 2 grand slams in the 2 innings.
1-1 count here, 2 outs. Lowry with the pitch.
Check swing there for a strike.
It's a called strike there. Very nice pitch. 1-2 now.
Again, Broncos threatening with runners on the corner. And you said Lowry on the mound.
There goes the runner to second, and it's into the outfield as the second baseman was trying to get out of the way and did get out of the way of the runner. He did make a grab for the ball, but again, It went past him, goes into the outfield, allowing the runner Bamberger from third to score, making it now a 7-2 ball game.
Again, 2-2. The count still for number. Oops, excuse me,
Maldonado Baez.
That one now goes full count.
So Shin gets a stolen base there. Bamberger scores on the air there as the ball rolled out into the outfield. Maldonado Baez is at the plate. Deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lowry comes set. Makes the pitch. Swung on to right field. That ball's going out there to right field, but the wind holds it up, knocks it down, and there is the out. Out number 3. It is 7-2 now in favor of the Broncos. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network.
My mom is my hero. She's going to El Paso Community College to make a better life for our family. Sometimes I go with her and it's so fun. I see how hard she works for us. I want to be just like my mom. Someday I'm going to get my degree at EPCC because it's where I belong.
Welcome back. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos, joined alongside Ace Acosta, already in the house as well. Don't forget, JD 3-on-3 basketball tournament, which will be in Lordsburg, New Mexico, will be in July 10th through the 12th. A super fun event, again, bringing attention to suicide awareness, suicide prevention, and again, hosted by my cousins, Jamie Diaz, DJ Salcedo, and they do have an old man bracket, Ace.
They do.
40 and up. I think it's 35 and up, to be honest. But we played in it before, and I'll tell you one thing, Ace. It's a tough division because those big boys will push you around.
They will push you around. Over 100 teams in Dana. They do have enough hotels to fit them. If not, they fit at Eddie's house.
There's a hearted ball. Back. And it is a bomba for Salvador Rocha. Heavy hitter. That thing went out in a hurry. The left fielder looked up, looked out. There it went for the bomba. 3 runs now for the Tejanos after that solo shot there by Rocha. Irvin Duarte, the first baseman, now comes to the plate. Pitch is there, just missing off the plate. Yep, and Trevor Johnson, just like myself, was asking where that was at. It was just off the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on, Irvin Duarte fouls one off there, 1-1 now.
Again, much needed run up there for the Tahanos, who haven't scored since the first inning. A lot of zeros on that scoreboard.
Shout out to my mom. Said we do a great job, Ace, but that's my mom, so
she's a little biased.
And she was watching over in Lordsburg, New Mexico, and 2-1 count here. Guess my mom has to go to church so she could pray for her son. 2-1 count.
Lord knows.
7-3 ball game. Broncos lead. Trevor Johnson still on the mound.
Trying to frame that there, but not able to. 3-1 now.
Get new catcher in there, Alec Guevara. There's a walk. No outs. One runner on base. Designated hitter Johnny Mesa come to the plate. He's got a single in the fourth. He also has a double in the first. Would love to add to that and would love to help his team out here as they trail. The Tahanos are trailing 7-3. Johnny Mesa takes a pitch there. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. 7 runs, 8 hits for the Broncos. 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error for the Tejanos. We are now in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch there. Nice pitch, but misses.
So he's trying to frame that.
Trevor Johnson showing a little bit of frustration right now.
Throws back to first.
Quick one. Ball goes out in the field over on the right field line there with number 7 for the Broncos warming up. That looks like it's Oliver Alvideres.
Pitches up and high for another ball.
3-0 now.
Big 30.
First time I've really noticed that Trevor Johnson seems a little rattled. Just losing a little bit of control here. First time this has happened all day.
After asking about that pitch location on that other pitch, this one's going to be popped up. Foul towards the right.
Just out of play. Good thing for the Tejanos that was just far enough out of play because that would not have been the out that they wanted there, especially Johnny Mesa being the designated hitter, knowing what he can do at the plate.
Again, Mesa from Mansfield, Texas, and the Mesa family watching along.
Oh, yeah, they're always watching. Johnny Mesa, pretty popular guy around the state of Texas. Here's a pitch, hit ball down the line, foul.
But is he as popular as the mayor from Lordsburg?
Hey.
Or is that your dad?
Well, my dad probably a little bit more popular in Lordsburg. Being that he was a city councilman for 30-plus years and also a principal and teacher and everything else that you can possibly be.
Yeah,
Full count here.
He's got you.
Full count here. Nobody out. Swung on and missed. He goes after the high heat. And there's a strikeout swinging for Johnny Mesa. 1 out and 1 runner on board. That's Irvin Duarte. Coming to the plate now, left fielder Orlando Samaniego. There's going to be a new pitcher there, Ace.
New pitcher coming in for the Broncos. But great outing there by Trevor Johnson for the Broncos there, Eddie. Pitching 6 innings.
6 1/3 innings.
6 1/3.
Actually, I take that back. It's 5 1/3 innings going into the 6th inning. So it's 5 1/3 innings coming in to pitch now for the Broncos. Javier Alvidres. He's a left-handed pitcher, sophomore, standing at 5'11", just down the road, coming from Anthony, New Mexico, playing for Santa Teresa High School.
And with that, that's Santa Teresa, New Mexico. We will get that as he warms up. We'll take a break and we'll be back after this. And listening to some Michael Jackson there as we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher for the Broncos.
Javier Alvidrez from Anthony, New Mexico, who traveled down the road to school over in Santa Teresa and went to Santa Teresa High School.
Looks pretty tall there, Eddie.
5'11" is what they have him listed as. I think he's closing in on 6 foot or higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at how lanky he is. Nice left-hander. This could cause some issues. Again, lefties with that kind of height typically are good pitchers. He's a reliever here, so we'll see what he does again coming out of New Mexico, just down the road.
Again, Broncos leading the series 2-1 here as the Tahanos took game 3, winning 16-6, but are trailing now 7-3 here as we are up as Samaniego returns to the plate.
Samaniego struck out swinging in the first, walked in the fourth, has an opportunity to help his team here now in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th, there's a hit ball foul. Again, there was a bomba, leadoff bomba by Sal Rocha. And again, a bomba is a home run for those of you who might not be familiar with our terminology.
Coming soon, t-shirts. Or stickers.
No balls, 1 strike. There was a foul there. There's a ball there. 1-1 now is the count.
Again, beautiful Saturday afternoon here in El Paso, Texas.
Winds have slowed a bit, but they're still there. Really nice breaking pitch there. And that is a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, I believe the count is. And that is correct, confirmed by the umpire. 1 out, 1 on. Tahanos trying to make a comeback as they trail 7-3. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit ball left field. It's going back. It's going back. Track to the wall. Hits the fence there. Stand up double by Samaniego. Sending the runner home. In there. RBI double for Orlando Samaniego. Irvin Duarte scoring all the way from first base.
Almost that ball was trekking to the back and with a little bit help with the wind, but not able to go out, but still brings a runner in is Orlando Samaniego.
Orlando Samaniego with that double and an RBI there. And again, he had a walk earlier, so helping out his team. Coming to the plate now is number 24, the center fielder, Nico Olea.
Olea riding that 11-game hit streak. Looking to add another run with runner in scoring position, as you see on your screen there. Pitcher looking back.
Makes the pitch. It's high again. Nico Olea. He lined out to second base in the second, and he struck out in the 4th. Earlier today, Nico Olea had a walk, actually 2 walks, and scored 3 times. He also had a double, and I take that back. He had 3 walks in that first game today.
Pitcher going back towards second. Nope, not in time.
So again, in this inning, there was a home run by Sal Rocha that went out to left field. And Irvin Duarte, he walked. He eventually scored on a double by Samaniego. And he's going to get, once again, a lucky move there by Samaniego. You see head coach Susi over there telling Orlando Samaniego, use your head a little bit more on the bases. He almost got caught, picked off there. Comes the pitch, swung on and missed there. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Nico Olea. Javier Alvidrez is the pitcher. Again, he's from Santa Teresa High School. His hometown is Anthony, New Mexico, just up the road here. I cruise up there. I cruise through there very often. Anthony, New Mexico, Anthony, Texas. Separated by an imaginary line.
Oh, this line. You got to use special glasses to see.
2-1 count. Swung on and miss.
2-2 the count. Technology nowadays, Mr. Morelos.
I mean, you see the signs, of course. You're entering Texas. You're entering New Mexico.
It's the brand new Oakley sunglasses where you can see those lines.
Well, I'm going to have to get me a pair then. 2-2 now. 1 out here on the board. 1 runner on second. Here comes the pitch. And that's high. That'll be a full count now for Nico Olea, the center fielder. 7-4 ball game. Tahanos trailing the Broncos. Here comes the pitch. Down for a ball, and that'll be a walk. 2 runners on board now for the Tejanos. Alejandro Ruperto, the right fielder, will come to bat. And there's that. It's going to be a pinch hitter. Number 21 will be pinch hitting for the Tejanos. Number 21 is Cortinas. Nicholas Cortinas.
That is his song.
Promiscuous Girl. The walk-up song for Cortinas. 2 on, 1 out here for Cortinas. Takes a ball high there.
Again, opportunity here to tie this game up is Cortinas, with he being the tying run at the plate.
Great math there by Ace Acosta. Not
Score.
that Lordsburg math like I.
One's up high again for a ball.
2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on board here.
My education from Socorro High School, my friend.
Olivier Alvidres again is on the mound. He's got to remember that there is a pitch clock in effect. When he gets up on there on time, we'll make his pitch on time. Throw over to second once again. The runners are now distracting the pitcher.
Again, 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th of this 9-inning contest. We're at the 2-hour and 18-minute mark. Check swing there for a strike.
Tahanos again are trailing this series 2-1. Would like to split it here with a victory in this game. Here comes the pitch. Down low for a ball. 3-1. Big opportunity here for Cortinas.
To get the bases loaded for the catcher, Mulave.
Three-one count. Here comes the pitch now. High for another ball. Bases loaded for the Tejanos. Big opportunity coming.
That is going to be the catcher, Mulave. The opportunity here to break this lead. Scoring update, bottom of the 3rd. Still 13-2. Favor of the Bearcats. They're at Helen Troy Softball Complex.
We hit the 4 o'clock mark here in El Paso, Texas. Again, mountain time here in El Paso. Here's the pitch there for a strike. First pitch strike. No balls, 1 strike to Malave, the catcher, who already has a single in today's game.
And good morning to those in Seoul, Korea at 8 o'clock in the morning there.
Hey, they're watching now. They're having coffee. There comes a pitch. That's high for a ball.
Do they drink coffee in Seoul?
I would assume so. Everybody in the world drinks coffee. That's my assumption. That's how I would want life to be.
You don't want to live in a world without coffee,
That's
huh?
right. That's down for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The intensity is rising here with the bases loaded.
Yep, they said yeah.
And there's going to be a mound visit. They're going to give some time, I believe, to the pitcher that's warming up there down the right field line. You could tell Javier Alvidres, the pitcher for the Broncos, seemed to be a little bit distracted with the yelling coming out of the dugout.
And with that, with this game break, we like to remind you that Tahanos softball will be returning to the Tahanos softball complex this Saturday, the 14th, for a doubleheader against Odessa College. Tahanos back in action, losing 2 tough games this past Tuesday against Eastern Arizona. Tahanos out there, trying to put on a performance there. They got to learn the mannerisms when you get onto base. As the Tahanos were out there in the crowd, and one of the players got the double, and they were cheering, waiting for her to do the chop, and she didn't do the chop on there. But they will learn that, and great to see the Tahanos out there supporting the Tahanas on that rare Tuesday morning doubleheader.
Again, Tahanos with the brand new pitcher starting their first year, Coach Aubrey, coaching the Tahanos. There's going to be a pinch runner, I believe. Coach Susi said Morales. If that is true, that would be number 4, Jordan Morales, with an opportunity to pinch run here.
And with that, reminders, high school seniors, the Great Khalid Foundation Performing Arts Scholarship opens up its applications March 15th. That will run through May 15th. So go ahead and visit thegreatKhalidFoundation.org to see how you can apply. The Great Khalid Foundation has awarded over $130,000 in scholarships already.
Jordan Morales is the pinch runner. There's a foul. Jordan Morales, like I was saying, came in to pinch run. Jordan Morales is a freshman. He's originally from Horizon City and played at Eastlake High School just down the road. 2-2 count here, 1 out. High for a ball. Alvidres again on the mound for the Broncos. Went to Santa Teresa High School.
He was a Warrior.
The Warriors of Santa Teresa. Pitch there, down low for a ball. That's going to be an RBI there.
Runner will score 7-5 now.
Morales moves to second. The pinch runner, Olea, moves to third. Samaniego scores. And I think that'll be it. Yep, there's going to be a pitching change.
So with that, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know who the new pitcher is. You're watching Tahanos baseball right here on EP Sports Network.
El Paso Community College has awarded more than 100,000 diplomas. But what does that really mean?
It means more technicians in high-demand, well-paying jobs.
More people to help you get better.
More expression of beauty in our community.
More understanding of life.
More flavor.
EPCC has helped our community to achieve their dreams more than 100,000 times. Shouldn't you be next? You belong at EPCC. Enroll today.
Typo there, huh?
Welcome back here as we have a new pitcher. Mr. Morelos here with bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Davian Molina coming out of Artesia, New Mexico, played for Artesia High School, standing at 5'11", 199. Coming from the east part of New Mexico there, Artesia known for the football, but here is a baseball player showing what he can do. As the score is 7-5 that the Tahanos lead, and the bases are still loaded with only 1 out on the board. Up to bat now is the top of the lineup.
Big swing and a miss.
Cristavades in the shortstop. Looking for his first base hit of the day. He had a fielder's choice earlier, but still trying to get a base hit on the day. Hit ball to center field. It's going to be down for a base hit. There's his base hit that he was wanting. He also gets an RBI. Brings the score to within one now.
He heard you, Eddie. He heard you.
A nice hit ball to center field. Scoring on that is Nico Olea. He comes in from third. Pinch runner Morales scoots over from second to third. And Malave, who had a walk and an RBI, gets over to second base. Base is still loaded with one out as Miguel Maldonado now comes to the plate.
Batting number 19, Maldonado.
Again, Tahanos showing that they can score some runs.
The pitch for a ball. This is similar to what happened in the previous game, late in the game. The pitchers for the Broncos started losing control, struggling to find the strike zone.
Tahanos scoring only 2 runs in the first and no runs leading up to this in the 6th. Got 4 runs here. Bases are loaded with only 1 out.
2 consecutive balls there. Here comes the pitch. That one's down and away for a ball. 3-0. More softball action in the borderland. New Mexico State yesterday defeated Louisiana Tech 14-5 in 5 innings. They just started right now over in Las Cruces.
Another warning issued to the dugout of the Tahanos. UTEP softball entering the top of the 4th, still 13-2. So the Miners getting some control there and not allowing any runs in the 2nd and 3rd inning.
There's a strike called there for Davian Molina, the pitcher of the Broncos. Right now, Louisiana Tech leads in the 1st inning, 4-0 over New Mexico State. On the mound for the Aggies. Here's a pitch, and it's a hit ball. It gets through the right side. That's going to be an RBI. 1 RBI. Here comes another one. 2 runs do score. Miguel Maldonado, 2 RBIs on a single through the right side.
With that, the Tahanos take the lead 8-7. Runners on 1st and 2nd.
So Morales and Malave score on that. Again, they regain the lead, or they take the first lead of this game, 8-7 here in the 6th inning.
That brings up Mr. Salvador Rocha from Pebble Hills. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike.
He had a bomba in his previous at-bat during this inning. I was saying that on the mound for the New Mexico State Aggies was Zantel Rodriguez, who was on that state championship centennial softball team with my niece Jade.
There you go.
Former guest of the Sports More podcast.
Again, tell people where they can listen to that.
Sports More podcast, you can find it on Spotify, on Apple. There is a Facebook page out there with all the links. Over 250 episodes of the Sports More podcast with various athletes around. There's a base hit. Actually, it's a grounder. Possible double play. 6-4-3. They get out of that inning. However, the Tejanos gain the lead 8-7. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network.
Again, this game break is brought to you by Omega Air Conditioning, El Paso. This is your warning. Don't be that house when the temperature hits 105 degrees and repair costs go up and availability goes down. Call Omega Air Conditioning at 915-704-0234 for their $49 breakdown prevention. It's not a quick look. This is a full system performance check designed to catch small issues before they become expensive emergencies. So don't be that house sitting at 105 degree weather this summer waiting for a tech and your wife looking at you very, very angrily. Call Omega Air Conditioning 915-704-0234.
Don't be that person waiting till it's too late and it's super hot.
So now at right field will be Vargas, according to Mr. Dana Eisnega here.
Pablo Vargas will be playing right field now. He'll be in the 8 hole, Pablo Vargas. And there's a pitch by Lowry for a strike. Right now, the momentum is on the side of the Tejanos. Up to the plate is Yepes. And he had a bomba in the first inning. That was a 3-run shot. 2 straight strikes there coming from Pearson Lowry. Yepes also had a single in the 3rd and walked and scored in the 5th.
Pitches up and out for a ball. 1-2 the count now.
Very nice day out here at the ballpark.
The shadows are creeping in behind home plate.
Here comes the pitch there. It's a grounder. Hits the mound. Second baseman Rocha picks it up, throws it over, makes out number 1.
1 up, 1 down. Coming up to bat next for the Broncos will be
Cho.
Cho.
Center fielder, Cho. Got hit by a pitch in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 3rd, doubled, and had an RBI in the 5th. Score is 8-7. Big inning by the Tejanos in the bottom of the 6th. They put up 6 runs. There's another chopper. This one goes to the second baseman. Actually, there's a little pop-up. I thought it was chopped, but it was a little pop-up there. Floating line drive, it could be called maybe.
Pop-up's simpler to enter.
2 outs now. The big man for the Broncos, Sang-Woon Jeon, first baseman, comes to the plate. His first pitch. Nice pitch, just misses there by Lowry. I'm still looking for a big bomb by Jeon, but probably right now is not the best time. Not if you're a Tahanos fan, at least.
Not if you're a Tahanos fan. Lowry keeping that out, not over the plate. 2 balls.
Sure, the Broncos fans would love to see it to tie it up. As the ball goes out into the field once again.
And good morning to those in South Korea, where it is 8:16 in the morning.
There's a high pitch for a ball.
3-0 the count now.
Needs to get it in there for a strike. I mean, maybe he's not trying to pitch to him. Not too sure. Here it comes, though, and it is outside for a ball. 4 straight balls. See the frustration there on Lowry's. Shout out to Bubba's 33 once again, one of our newest sponsors. Hit him up on here in El Paso, Texas, Bubba's 33. Everything made from scratch.
Especially that pizza.
Pinch hitter coming to the plate now.
Pinch hitting for Broncos number 30, Ramirez.
So number 30, Eliseo Ramirez, coming up to bat for the Broncos, who trail it 8-7.
Ramirez, first at bat of this game here, takes a ball outside.
He's batting .426 with 10 RBIs and 10 RBIs and 1 home run.
Ramirez standing at 6 foot, 185, coming in from another New Mexican, Los Lunas, New Mexico, played over at Valencia High School.
From the Moons, huh?
1-1 count now, 2 outs, 8-7 ball game. You got a runner on, pinch hitter at the plate. Ramirez trying to help his team out. Lowry with the pitch, fouled off, 1-2.
And getting behind in the count here is Ramirez.
Here comes a pitch by Lowry. It's a breaking pitch, but it's high.
Good,
Nice pitch there.
good take there. 2s across the board. Deuces wild. 2-2-2-2 for Los Lunas graduate.
Lowry comes set. Here comes the pitch outside for another ball. Full count now. Runner will be going on this pitch.
Yeah, we thank you guys for tuning in to this 4-game series we've had this weekend, well, Friday and Saturday, between New Mexico Military Institute and El Paso Community College. Hall of Fame coach Tony Grijalva, game 1. Runner is going, but striking out is Ramirez as we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. This is Tahanos Baseball, and you are watching it right here on EP Sports Network.
El Paso Community College has awarded more than 100,000 diplomas. But what does that really mean?
It means more technicians in high-demand, well-paying jobs.
More people to help you get better.
More expression of beauty in our community.
More understanding of life.
More flavor.
EPCC has helped our community to achieve their dreams more than 100,000 times. Shouldn't you be next? You belong at EPCC. Enroll today.
Don't forget, check out epcc.edu for all your El Paso Community College needs, including registrations, scholarship information, and more. epcc.edu. Watching Tejanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos alongside Ace Acosta. Already in the house as well. 8-7 ball game as we head into the bottom of the 7th. And the batter right now is first baseman Irvin Duarte. Nobody on, nobody out. 8-7 again is the score. There's a nice pitch in there for a strike. Irvin Duarte scored twice already today. He had a single in the first, walk, and a score in the 6th. It was a high pitch for a ball. In the 6th inning was a big one for the Tahanos, which included a Sal Rocha bomba. It was a chopper foul there. Up by 1 right now. Duarte would like to get on base, of course, for his team. Broncos, hopefully, on their end, they want to limit the runs that are scored, of course. 2-2 count now. Duarte takes a strike looking, goes down for out number 1. Johnny Mesa, the designated hitter, will now come to the plate for the Tejanos. Looking strike out there for Duarte. Johnny Mesa has a single, a double, and struck out swinging in the 6th. He wants to get on base. He wants to keep things going. And something's going on. Another ball out there into the field, starting to frustrate the umpire. Multiple balls have gone out from the bullpen on the side of the Broncos. 1 out now, nobody on here after a strikeout looking. Here comes a pitch. It's popped up into the air, goes into the bullpen. The bullpen scatters, still going out there. First baseman for the Broncos.
That's a big run there for the first baseman.
It was a very big run there, and he jogs right back in, coming, first baseman weighing at 261 according to the roster sheet here.
So that was a long strike.
The pitch, just misses high. And the pitcher for the Broncos is Davian Molina. Anthony, New Mexico native. Here comes the next one. Curve. Slider, curveball. Breaking pitch is what it was. Fouled off there. 1-2. And plenty of action going on around the borderland today. Softball, basketball. Here's a pitch high and outside for another ball. 2-2. And like I was saying, there's softball action going on at UTEP, over at New Mexico State as well. Baseball for New Mexico State playing number 25 ranked UTSA. Here comes another pitch, and it's a chopper down the line. It is fair, but it would actually foul off the foot of the designated hitter, Johnny Mesa. Go ahead and get some more baseballs to the umpire. Locomotive are in town.
That is 7, and Gabby Velasquez, her opening of her art show.
The art show going on at 6 o'clock as well, right? Or it's
Till
already started?
Till 3 to 6.
Okay. Hit ball. Down for a base hit. And that's going to be a single for designated hitter Johnny Mesa. Orlando Samaniego will come to the plate next. Orlando Samaniego had a double and an RBI in the 6th inning, helping his team to regain the lead. We'll have to add to that here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
And you can see the shadows starting to creep over home plate.
Hard hit ball by Samaniego, going to right center field. The ball goes and it gets down, hits the fence. That'll be a stand-up double for Samaniego. They stop Johnny Mesa over at third. Runners on second and third now with 1 out.
Hard hit there by Samaniego. Not enough to get out over the fence, but enough to move them in a threatening scoring position. Not what you want to see if you're the Broncos.
Nico Olea now coming to the plate. He's the center fielder for the Tejanos. And again, not what you want to see if you're the Broncos, but the Tejanos side of things, you're like, yes, we need to extend it. There's never enough runs scored. And especially in this kind of conditions, you need more insurance. There's going to be a new pitcher, Ace.
And how long? Johnson wins 5 1/3 inning, and after that, is that when all the runs started to take place?
That is about when it happened there, because there was a big 6th inning, as there was 6 runs scored there in the 6th inning, and giving the lead to the Tejanos 8-7. Now there's another pitching change, And I missed the number as he was coming in. I think it might be number 17, but we'll have to double check on that.
That is 17. Again, for the Broncos, their starters on game 1 and, of course, this game 4 pitched very, very well. But then when the relievers came in, that's when the Tahanos upped the ante and made their runs. Again,
new pitcher for the Broncos, number 17, and I'm going to apologize exactly, Parker Buckneck, and he comes in from Ormond Beach, Florida, played for Seabreeze High School there in Ormond Beach, Florida. He's a freshman standing at 1'6", 170.
1'6", 170?
Oh, I'm sorry, 6 foot 170.
That's a new one here. Woo, 1'6", 170. Okay.
1'6", 170. That's a new thing there.
That's what I'm going to tell people. How tall are you, Ace? I'm 1'6".
But Bucknett has pitched 7 innings so far in 4 appearances and has given up 7 hits.
1'6". Okay.
That's a new one that came out of my mouth there.
Like 6'7". Are you 6'7"? No, I'm 1'6". 1'6" here.
Doubleheader day here today. 7 innings, 9 inning game here in the second one. 8-7 ball game. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. Don't forget to check out the website, epsportsnetwork1.com. Get all your updated information on so many events going around the borderland, so many sports, entertainment things as well.
Eventually we'll get auto racing updates as well on there. And, of course, wrestling coming in, and the announcement of MVP boxing teaming up with ESPN as Stephanie Hahn will defend her title against Holly Holm in the rematch that's going to happen Saturday, May 30th at the El Paso County Coliseum. Again, a rematch here, bringing Holly Holm to the Sun City. They fought in January, where Stephanie Hahn did get the decision after getting headbutted in the 7th. Was leading the cards there. So Mrs. Hahn will get another title defense here in front of the local crowd.
And super cool that you did a really nice feature on Hahn before her last fight. I believe it was before her last fight.
It was the one in August.
It was a first pitch by Bucknett. It's high and outside. Again, go to epsportsnetwork1.com so you can find that feature on Stephanie Hahn. Exclusive.
No, not exclusive, but Felix and I were out there.
Oh, Felix. Felix Chavez, shout out to him once again. Mr. Do It All everywhere.
He's a Hall of Famer for a reason.
One of the hardest working media members in the business. Here comes the next pitch by Bucknett outside for a ball. Again, late in the previous game of today's doubleheader, the relieving pitchers for the Broncos really struggled to find the play, and now Bucknett is down 3-0 with 1 out, 2 runners on. Runner on second, runner on third.
And importantly for the Tahanos, only 1 out, as that pitch is in there for a strike.
Slow things down there just a bit to make sure he found the strike zone. Bucknett did. 3-1 count now. We'll see what Nico Olea does here.
Ouch. Whoa, close. Did that hit him?
It did not.
It's going to take his base. That was a close one. He's been throwing kind of wild, either far right or far left. But importantly for the Tahanos, that does load up the bases for Nico Olea.
Come to the plate now.
Let's see, does Nico have a hit this game?
Nico Olea does not. He's got 2 walks, struck out, and lined out.
So his hit streak is on the line here. Takes that first pitch in there for
Pablo Vargas is at the plate right now. He came in as a defensive replacement in the previous inning. So this is his first at-bat of this game. Pablo Vargas batting from the left side. Takes a ball there. You have the crowd still getting into it. Pablo Vargas Trying to help his team here with the bases loaded. Takes a strike there. Very nice strike down the middle. 1-1 count, 1 out, 8-7 ball game. Swings on that one. Gets out to right field. It gets down for a base hit. That's a single. 1 run scores. Everybody moves up 1 bag. 9-7 is the ball game now.
Then give that to Mr. Vargas.
Probably the catcher. Hit ball to center field. Center fielder goes back, tracks it. Warning track, makes the catch. Sacrifice fly and an RBI from Malave.
We're waiting. That could have been the super. No, it wasn't. No super
It would have, yeah, it could have been. There was the bases were loaded. It's an RBI from Malave. Orlando Samaniego scores on that one. Nico Leo moves over to third base, and staying at first base is Vargas.
10-7. The score, 2 outs now for the Tejanos. We move to the top of the order in Chris Tavares. We had a
Tahanos were down 7-2 at one point, Ace. Now they're up 10-7. Chris Tavares to the plate now.
pitch is up and in. Just missing him there is walkout.
Bucknet again.
Bucknet, sorry.
Bucknet again, struggling to keep his control. As you mentioned earlier, he was going way outside one way, inside another way. There's a pitch in there, but when he does throw a strike, it looks very nice, just like that one. See on the screen there, the shadow is completely over the plate now.
Out
And
right
there it
there,
is.
hits him. Bases are back loaded. But
Tavares.
the beauty of technology, Eddie, though, is you see the shadows there as we can go and maybe brighten it up just a little bit.
And there it is. You see again the shadow is over the plate there, almost covering the entire area of home now. Chris Tavares is on first now. Pablo Vargas is over on second with Nico Leo still on third. 2 outs here for number 19, Miguel Maldonado. There's a pitch in there for a strike. This is game 4 of the 4-game series. Again, Nimi leads the series 2-1. Another pitch there for a strike. Score update from New Mexico State softball. They were down 4-0. Now they tied it up 4-4. Currently up to bat is Faith Aragon, another former guest of the Sports and More podcast.
Scoring update from the Helen of Troy softball complex. The Miners 5, Sam Houston 13 as they enter the top of the 5th.
And there was a strikeout swinging there to the end of the inning. However, the Tahanos take the lead 10-7. We'll be back for the top of the 8th after these messages.
And welcome back here to the top of the 8th inning. I'm Mesa Costa joined alongside the mayor, Eddie Morelos, as he officially hits the record to eat the smallest thing on nachos. It's been 2 hours and 56 minutes and has not finished that bowl.
Set me up on that one there, Ace. There's a pitch there by the Tejanos.
To Bamberger.
Again, I wasn't going to eat them, and then they just are there in front of me, so I started in on them. There's another pitch there for a strike, 1-1 count now. And, again, this might be a Guinness book. I wish there was a record on it.
Shout out to the EPCC music department in the concession stands there with the nachos.
2-1 count now.
As they said, that's nacho cheese, sir.
Pearson Lowry's on the mound for the Tejanos. Pearson Lowry inside, and it gets the umpire again.
Shaking his head.
He's like, why is this happening to me?
Throw it back directly there towards the pitcher.
He fires one in there to Lowry.
They want some of those candies.
3-1 count now.
Dana giving candy to the kids. I don't know if the parents are going to like that. They're going to be active already. They're sugar-free, though. Swing and a miss.
3-2 count now. Well, I mean, I guess maybe I should offer them one of my beverages here as well. Unfortunately, they're not a sponsor, so I'm not going to say their name. 3-2 count, though. Full count here. Here comes the pitch by Lowry. Pop fly. It's high in the air. Who's going to get it? I don't know. I think it's the second baseman. It's a struggle. He makes the catch. Salvador Rocha.
Again, first out here, top of the 8th inning. Coming up to bat is the top of the order. That is going to be Damwoon Kim. Trying to cut this lead as they led most of the game until the 6th inning.
Big 6th inning by the Tejanos, scoring 6 runs there, which included a solo shot by Salvador Rocha. Kim coming to the plate again, has a single so far, 2 singles on the afternoon.
Ball's going back there for out number 2.
Fly out to left field there. That one was way up there as well. Orlando Samaniego really made a good play on that. Got under it, made the catch. 2 outs now, 10-7 ball game. Tejanos currently lead.
Coming up to bat next for the Broncos will be Yoic Rivera Colon. Pitch there, hit. Tavares gets it, juggles it. We'll get him. 1, 2, 3 there for the Tejanos as we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're watching Tejanos baseball right here on EP Sports Network. Again, welcome back here as we want to thank Bubba's. This game break is brought to you by Bubba's. And on Tuesdays, it's Pizza O'Clock. Bring your friends and enjoy a 12-inch pepperoni or pizza special for only $11.99 when you dine in. It's pizza night. Who's ready for pizza night? Scan the QR code that you see on your screen to follow Bubba's 33 on Facebook. And we'll be there next Thursday for an adrenaline-filled Monster Day with Sparkle Smash, the monster truck from Monster Jam, as Monster Jam will be in town the 14th and 15th at the UTEP Sun Bowl. So you can get those tickets there. Your chance to win a family 4-pack with pit party passes as well.
That'd be a cool thing to win because I know that Monster Jam sells out year in and year out. I believe it's like year number 20 or something like
Yeah,
that.
they've been here for quite a bit. That event, I believe, I want to say is most sold out shows at the Sun Bowl.
Again, year in and year out, that happens. Score update for New Mexico State men's basketball. They were victorious over Kennesaw State, winning 79-76. So the men's basketball team for New Mexico State moves on, gets into the conference tournament. Probably like the 9 seed or something like that.
And as you said it earlier, UTEP ends their season 11-20, losing to Jack State at the Buzzard, 64-61, with some extracurricular stuff happening afterwards.
Here, Salvador Rocha is in the box there at the plate for the Tejanos. Tejanos lead 10-7. There's a pitch there again. We are now in the bottom of the 8th. This is a 9-inning game here. The first game was a 7-inning affair. Actually ended, I believe, after 5 innings of play, and the Tejanos won 16-6.
We have entered the 3-hour mark here as Rocha will be hit by a pitch here and take his base.
Again, I want to remind everyone in the previous game, in the 5th inning, the relievers for the Broncos struggled to find the plate there, walking many batters, hitting a few other batters, giving up a couple of singles along the way. And again, that led to the 16-6 victory for the Tejanos, as now Irvin Duarte, the first baseman, comes to the plate for the Tejanos here in the bottom of the 8th. Strike there to Duarte.
Did not realize it.
Somebody yells out. Throw over to first. Duarte wears number 42. Somebody yelled out, "Let's go, Jackie Robinson." So at least they know Jackie Robinson's number. Score update for New Mexico State softball. It is a tight game between them and Louisiana Tech. 6-5. There's a hit ball there going to left field and is down for another base hit. So there's 2 runners on board now for the Tejanos after Duarte gets a single, his second single of this game.
First here, some kids came up here asking for a song request there for Bad Bunny. First time I've heard that here in Eisnega Field.
Oh, they're requesting music now, huh?
Requesting music. They want to hear their songs. Again, coming up to bat is going to be number 12, Johnny Mesa, the designated hitter.
Johnny Mesa was really feeling his walk-up song there. I don't know if you saw that or not, Ace.
I did.
There's he gets out of the way, and Mesa very frustrated with that pitch there. I mean,
he was hit by a pitch in the head yesterday in game 2, I believe.
Johnny Mesa has 2 singles and a double so far in this game. Struck out swinging once, swings big on that one, misses that one, and the count is now 1-1. And Johnny Mesa, a lot of viewers watching him online right now at EPSportsNetwork1.com. And make sure to check out our website. And thank you to all the viewers watching all around the world, including the Johnny Mesa family in the state of Texas.
Getting 1-2 the count. That one's going to be hit foul towards my truck.
And it stays in play, luckily.
You had more on-field action these 4 games than we had the whole year.
Getting 1-2 the count here. 2 Mesa, no outs. Runners on first and second.
$10-7 ball game. 7 runs on 8 hits for the Broncos. 10 runs on 13 hits for the Tejanos. Tejanos also have an error. Swung on foul back into the net. Creeping towards the 5 o'clock hour now.
Sorry, Gabby, I might not make it.
You know, Ace, if I'm not mistaken, the time changes.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow.
Spring forward.
I just thought of that.
You're going to lose an hour of sleep there. as
Luckily, I
it's-
got good sleep last night.
It was the last until November. In the words of Wycliffe John, I'll be gone till November.
2-2 count here. Nobody out. Tahanos looking to add to their lead. It's 10-7 now. Here comes the pitch inside for a ball. Full count here. Johnny Mesa, the designated hitter, looking to add something here some way or another. Pitch there. Hit right up the middle. The pitcher couldn't get it. The second baseman couldn't get it. Center fielder picks it up. That's an RBI single for Johnny Mesa.
Another insurance run there for the Tejanos. As you know, the Broncos can still score.
As Coach Grijalva and I have talked about in the past, you cannot have enough insurance runs here in El Paso, Texas, especially when the wind is moving the way it is.
And you're going to make an announcement to any of those insurance agencies that would like to sponsor the insurance runs there. Hit us up. Email us at ace@epsportsnetwork1.com for the insurance run package there. As
Number 3, Soto Calderon will enter in the game. Defensive change there at shortstop. I assume that'll be a straight up switch there in the 2-hole. Again, Soto Calderon suddenly comes into the game. Kind of an unusual replacement in the middle of the inning like that.
something happened that we don't know.
Now playing shortstop, now batting number 22.
Rolando Samaniego again is at the plate. Got a couple of doubles. Scored a couple of times. Takes the ball there. 2 balls. No strike.
Double.
I like the thought of an insurance sponsor.
Insurance sponsor right there. Hit us up
That'd
if
be a
you
great
would
one.
like- Any insurance agencies want that. That ball's going to be hit hard there to left. That will drop. Holding up there at third, but that's going to load the bases up for Mr. Nick Olea, who is riding a 11-game hit streak there, Eddie. With a chance here to
Hoping
continue
to
that.
extend that. Yeah, he's got on base twice with walks, but again, and looks like there's going to be another pitching change. There is going to be another pitching change, so Olea's going to have to wait to see if he can extend his hitting streak.
And with that, oops, sorry, wrong button there.
Bomba!
With that, we will take a break. And when you come back, you're watching Tahanos baseball here, bottom of the 8th inning with bases loaded.
Welcome back. You're watching Tahanos baseball here on EP Sports Network. We got a new pitcher, Ace. That is number 43, Eli Lavas. He comes out of Round Rock, Texas, played for Troy High School. And according to our buddy over here, Dana, this is going to be his first appearance.
Yeah, I see no stats on the stat sheet for him there. So tough task here for Lamas right here. Bases loaded, no outs here. Bottom of the 8th inning as his Broncos trail 11-7. Or if you say it the other way, 7-11. Always open, 7-11.
So again, 43 Eli Lavas coming in to pitch for the Broncos. The bases are loaded. Irvin Duarte is on third base. Johnny Mesa's on second. Orlando Salmaniego's on first. And Nico Olea, hoping to extend his hitting streak here, takes a strike there. Strike number 1. And nobody out. Tahanos wanting another big inning as they had one in the 6th inning.
Again, Olea trying to extend his hitting streak here with bases loaded. Swings hard and a miss.
Knows he really missed his opportunity there. Takes a step out of the box. Resets himself. Takes a deep breath. Gets back in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Home plate is completely covered in shadows.
Swung on, fouled, out of play.
As we can see right here, boom, shadows there. Bases loaded for the Tejanos. That one's going to be hit foul. Jumping out of the way is Duarte.
Down the line there.
And again, final there from Helena Troy softball complex as Sam Houston defeats the UTEP Miners 13-5. Again, Miners down 0-2, I believe, already in conference play.
I want to give a shout out to Manny and Ruben Renteria out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, celebrating their 24th anniversary of their kidney transplant. One brother gave another brother a kidney to save the brother's life. So shout out to them. That was the first ever published news story I ever produced.
Oh, really? Nice.
24 years ago.
Happy anniversary. Good story there. 2-2 the count here as that ball is going to drop there. Hitting streak is alive there for Olea. 1 run will score.
So Olea is excited there to keep his hitting streak alive. Also picks up an RBI. Another run scores, like you said, Ace. That makes it, I think, a 12-7 ball game now.
There is an 8-run rule in effect here.
I'm using my fingers right now to see how far away we are from that.
He's all set. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's exactly what
five
I'm
right
doing
there.
over there.
Lucky you have enough fingers and toes to count on that one here as we move up here next to bat for
Pablo Vargas. Pablo Vargas coming to the plate again. Pablo Vargas has power. He has hit a home run before. Comes the pitch. Swung on to right field. He can't find it. And right field has no clue where the ball is at. And it drops in front. So let's see here.
1 run. 2 runs.
We have 3 runs scored.
Is it 3?
No.
3 or 2 runs?
I think 2 runs only scored there. It's a double. Again, the right fielder never saw it. So Olea moves all the way to third. Samaniego and Mesa score on that. Making it a 14-7 ball game with nobody out. And coming to the plate now is Malave.
Again, Tahanos just need 1 more run to have the 8-run rule here and split the series. Mulave takes that first pitch in there for a ball.
And on the mound for the Broncos, Eli Lavas. Lavas again, a freshman, redshirt freshman, 5'9", 155. Trying to get his team out of this. That's a long way to go. There's a ball down in the dirt.
And shadows coming into play here. His home plate is completely covered in shadows. That pitch finding the outside corner, making it 1-1.
And check out our Instagram page. Lots of great stuff there at EP Sportsnet on Instagram. Don't forget to check out all our social sites. There's a swing and a miss there. Really nice breaking pitch, 1-2 count to Mulave. We got a Facebook page, we got an X page, Instagram, YouTube. Best place to go, though, is our website, epsportsnetwork1.com. Here's a pitch high for a ball, 2-2.
And remember, Tahanos will be back home this weekend, the 14th, against Odessa College. We'll have that call here. I believe you'll be available for that, right, Eddie?
I believe so. Gotta check the calendars.
Oh, that was right there behind.
That'll be a walk. It was a full count.
It hit him because it was 2-2.
No,
Oh, full count. Okay. With that, one more run here as we move back to the top of the order.
Cristobales, the shortstop. Cristobales again. He is the top of the lineup. He was hit by a pitch his previous at bat. There's a pitch way outside for a ball. Even if he takes a walk right now, that would be an RBI for him. But the competitors that these athletes are, they want to do the most that they can possibly do. And right now, that most would be a super bomba.
Super bomba. That
Inside, it almost hit him there, Ace.
He's not moving though. 2-0 the count here.
You could see the shadows really there over him right now. Makes it kind of dark there for him. 2-0 count. Down for a ball. 3-0. This could be a very decisive pitch right now.
We have some energetic closing out this game, or
3-0 count. Inside, the same way this is the same way the previous game ended, Ace. The same way Cristobales did the same thing. Walked, RBI, ball game.
again, it happens again the same way the Tahanos do, split the series with the New Mexico Military Institute. And like I said, join us again on Thursday, March 12th at Bubba's for an adrenaline-filled day of events with the Sparkle Smash Monster Truck in attendance from 4 to 8 p.m. You can win a family 4-pack of tickets and some pit party passes. We'll be there all from 4 to 8 as well. Again, any final thoughts from you, Mr. Morelos?
It's always great to see that the Tahanos come back after falling behind 2-0, battle back to take the split with the team. Again, they're still in the mix here. They have some challenges coming up ahead for them, but the offense will continue to carry them on through the season.
And with that, we thank you guys for tuning into this 4-game series, watching on EP Sports Network 1.com. So for Eddie Morelos, the Hall of Fame coach Tony Grijalva, I am Ace Acosta. We will see you guys next weekend right here on EP Sports Network.
This is EP Sports Network, your source for sports and entertainment.